Slime Generator in chat says, "Hello, Bad Game Hall of Fame. I am a sick child from Estonia, and I only have a few months left to live. I'm at the hospital, and the governor of Estonia said that he would grant me one wish before I pass. Before I die, can you play Super Mario Advance 4 for the Game Boy Advance with special guest Aaron Hansen from the Game Grumps and Kevin Argonaut, current voice of Mario? Thank you, goodbye." All right, Charky. Well, that's Make-A-Wish coming in. That's
all right.
We're at the really pivot.
I mean, that's fortuitous because that is a game by LJN.
Hi, Charky.
Hey, Cass.
Welcome, one and all, to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to the LJN Connection, Episode 7. This is the series in which we play every LJN game. And we've made it to the year 1993, which means there ain't many left for this company. Label, really, at this point in time, just to claim, puppeteering their corpse around, using them as a licensing division, or licensed game division. Thank you for re-upping the sub, Johnny Baghead, with laughing, joking numbnuts, as the AVGN once famously called them. The year 1993 is the last big year of output. We have 12 games to cover. I would like to try and cover them all in one go tonight. I would like to clear the year out. That will leave us the year 1994. And then the years 1995, 1996, and 2000 we can roll into one last final episode. So we're nearing completion on this little series, this little retrospective series. We've seen some highs, we've seen some lows. So I think what we're really approaching at this point is, like I said, like the last big year for them. And also this is the year in which like you're seeing like 4 or 5 different versions of the same game coming out. So this is a rough year in terms of they're putting stuff out for the NES, SNES, Game Boy, and then on the other side of the equation, not LJN necessarily, but Acclaim, which is, again, LJN, putting out versions for the Game Gear and the Genesis. So they are cranking up the output at this juncture, and maybe cranking out a little too fast. If some of these games, if I remember some of these games properly. But before we get into the games tonight, before we subject ourselves to the worst and best that 1993 has to offer, I think it's time we subject our viewers to what is certainly the best part of the stream. And, you know, feel free to tune out once we do this segment, of course. Like, I know people tune in just for this at the top of the show, and then the rest of the show, our numbers are horrible, because people come here just to see Charky's Stream Snack. Please to take it away, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Cass. Tonight's stream snack is a Caesar salad. What's weird is this is from a local place, but they tossed in some pecans in there too, which I've never seen before.
I've had pecans.
Never seen it at that place before. In a Caesar salad?
Yeah, why not, right?
Sure, no rules. And our drink tonight is C4 Ultimate Energy Arctic Snow Cone. Now, as I open this, some of you may be wondering, Charky, I thought you were on your G Fuel arc. Weren't you drinking a lot of G Fuel? And I am. But I keep all my energy drinks, right? Because I have like a spread for the show. And I organize them by caffeine content. G Fuel is actually on the low end. That's like 140 milligrams of caffeine per serving. I am very tired today. I had a long day. I was up for quite a while, all things considered, and was very busy. So this is a 300 milligram caffeine drink. So give it a taste. Huh. Okay, so Arctic snow cone, right? I've had a number of like snow cone
do you
kind of
think they eat
flavor
snow
things
cones
on the
in
show.
the Arctic? Do you think like they clamor? You know, the ice cream truck comes by in the Arctic, and they're like, you know, get your snow cones here.
Oh, you know, they actually just serve juice up there, but it just becomes snow cone by default.
Yeah, no, just you can't really help it. Yeah, I see.
I've had a number of like snow cone slash like blast pop kind of flavor, rocket pop sodas on here are doesn't really taste like any of those. Say like a blueberry kind of flavor to it, maybe. Blueberry kind of tastes flat. It's carbonated, but it tastes a little flat. Oh, well, not the best I've had, but the most caffeine I've had. So that's the important bit.
Something to get you through the day. Something to get you through the...
Oh, yeah, it says a cool rush of frosty berry and citrus swirl. Yeah, there we go. With a hint of tart. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, thank you for the stream snack update. I'm drinking my Ultraviolet, but I also got a Corona here. So I'll be knocking back beer during today's festivities. Yeah, with 12 games, there's really nothing to it but to do it. Well, let us get to the main stage. And let us get to the slideshow. Not the history slideshow, just the cover art cavalcade. Tonight's first game is Alien³ for the Game Boy. This is developed by B.I.T.S. Of course,
B.I.T.S.
Our beloved. This is released in the first month of 1993. This is January 1993. Spoiler, we're playing a few more Alien games tonight. A few more Alien³ games tonight. And these all released after the Game Boy version.
Now, I've played Alien³, but only on the Genesis, which is not LJN.
I mean,
Technically.
That'd be like Flying Edge or Arena or one of the other like acclaimed brands. Oh, I also have an advertisement flyer for this. This applies to both the NES and Game Boy versions of the game. 3 times the suspense on NES. 3 times the danger on Game Boy. 3 times the terror for you! Wahahaha! Just keep telling yourself this isn't really happening. It's only a game. Yeah, it's only a game. Really is only a game. Game Boy game at that.
Now,
if I wanted the suspense, but I'm on the Game Boy, and all I get is the danger, I feel like I'm getting, like, shafted here. Or if I'm an NES player who wants to be in danger, and it's like, well, but I don't have a Game Boy. Why couldn't they just make the same game and have, like, the amount of danger and suspense and terror, like, across the board for each version of the game?
And the SNES version, you get nothing.
Yeah, you get dog shit for that one.
It's a visual novel.
It has its own ad flyer. They had their own advertising campaign for the SNES version. We'll get to that when we get to that. But for now...
In what is already become a very obvious running theme, I have not seen any of the Alien movies. But to my knowledge, Alien³ is not one that people really like, right? People kind of didn't like that one.
It's not people's
Maybe
favorite.
Not as bad as like the later ones, but I know. I just remember hearing a lot of people say like, "Oh, I loved Alien. I love Aliens." In Alien³,
it ain't the best. I have a feeling this is going to be loud. Give me 2 seconds to adjust audio. Yeah, I like that. That's a good balance there. Yeah, that should be -10, -6. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay. You want to play this one?
Oh, yeah, sure. But I'll jump right in.
Yeah, you being the Alien expert and all, we gotta get you to watch at least like Alien and Aliens. This is one of those ones that is essential in my mind.
There's a movie I'm actually planning on watching this week, but let's see. Fury. For whatever reason, I'm having a hard time reading this font.
Fiorina Fury 161, Outer Vale Mineral Ore Refinery. Oh, well.
Whoops. Class C. Oh, I can make it go faster. Oh.
Yeah, no, this is unreadable.
No, fuck it.
Hey, pick better fonts.
Alright, you awake in the infirmary, your head is killing you, but at least you're up. Find reporter. It'll be fine. For your own good, we've disabled the doors in this section. Ripley, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
Well, there's no colon or anything. It just says Ripley, thanks.
Oh, this is a top-down game?
Yeah, okay, this is not the Alien I remember.
No, I was thinking the Alien I was thinking would be either. I assumed every version of this game would be effectively the same thing.
Androids?
No, these are the people who live on the prison mining colony thing.
Do they want to stop me? They said they've disabled the doors. Well, this door is disabled. All right, okay, I'm gonna walk into them. Nope. They don't want to kill me. This is not Alien Isolation.
You look like an alien from the top down. Like, Ripley looks...
Is there a button to extend my inner jaw?
No.
I know some things about Alien, by the way, because I played the games.
Are you just walking right past the eggs here?
Well, I certainly don't want to grab an egg. Because I know what happens. See? That's what happens.
Wow, they didn't waste any time, huh?
Alright. Can you give me a rewind just so I have my full 3 tries?
Yeah, sure.
That was the stupidest death that I did for a bit.
You don't have any sort of, like, attack or anything at this stage?
Unless my buttons are bound. Really, dude, you shouldn't be coming in here.
Yeah, also, like, how are these people not, like...
Hello? Guy, you shouldn't... No, well, you know, that's on you.
Weird routine for them to walk right through it.
Kind of expected me to come out from a different way. Oops. Oh, okay.
This is rumor control. Here are the facts. As some of you know, a 377 model EEV crash landed here at 0600 on the morning watch. There was 1 survivor, 2 dead, and a droid that was hopelessly smashed beyond repair. The survivor is a woman. Also, there is no truth in reports of the acid-spitting monsters that are circulating.
I would worry about him being an acid-spitting monster. He's got the Inmouth look.
Yeah, no, for sure. He's got, like, that fish mouth. So the thing about this movie is that Ripley ends up being the only lady on this colony, which is basically a prison colony, and they have, like, a sort of, like, religion about them.
This is how this works.
You need to go back to the cell.
No, but I have to... If there's something on the floor, you have to recognize as a thing, hit select,
and go to see,
you see it on the ground.
Yep, you left something in the cell. At the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, Alien 3, yeah, maybe you don't need to see Alien 3. Who's to say?
I've seen the arcade game for Alien 3.
Well, it's just as good.
Where I think the final boss is just a guy.
Alright, so you have some sort of weapon now.
Yes. Can I just use it? No.
Oh,
I have to equip it.
And then equip that to use.
Okay. So 1 button is equip and 1 button is drop. Oh, there's my jaw.
Can you beat up random people? Can you just beat the shit out of these dudes? No.
I can bug them. Where did you think you were going, dude? Did you forget the layout of your own ship? Is this...
This isn't a ship, it's a mining colony.
Is this... Okay. Is this y'all's Blarney Stone? You just coming up to go like, mwah.
I think you... Are you gonna knock the... Oh, try this door. Try the door on the left.
Yeah. That's what I came here for. Yep. Did that use up the key card? No.
No, mercifully.
I am getting some Metal Gear... not solid. Metal Gear vibes from this. What the fuck is this?
Like a chip, maybe? Motherboard?
It's a thing I can use. Oh, it's
a map. Oh boy, this is ambitious. I mean,
yeah,
they're certainly fucking trying here.
Is this time?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait like a couple beats here. Okay, it doesn't progress that fast. At least.
Not that fast. It will probably advance in time. This is an odd duck already. You need the key card to get out.
Yeah, I knew I did, but I was kind of hoping the game would be somewhat merciful.
No, not one.
No, don't drop.
Yeah, that inventory seems cumbersome,
In.
to say the least.
Okay, there's
zoom.
one level of zoom.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, 226 is counting down. Is it counting down in real minutes? Do I have an actual, like,
Time
2
to
hours,
finish
30
the game?
minutes?
No, because the thread hasn't
Until
even...
my battery runs out? Of my Game Boy?
Yeah, they hook it directly up into
Nope.
the...
That's not right. That was the wrong answer.
Be more careful next time.
Okay. Okay, surely then there's nothing in there. Because it was just a dead end with 3 eggs. This was where I found the key card. You looking up a guide?
I'm looking up a guide for you. Guide and walkthrough. Let's check out what you have to say, Astro Blue.
You gotta help us, Ripley. It got the cap. It happened, but so quickly we all saw it. Are there any weapons here? In the armory. I think the key is hidden in a crate on the same level. Hidden in have you seen a crate?
Well, no, you need to get to the armory floor, don't you?
Uh-oh.
Alright. Now we got ourselves a game. Weapons in this game include...
beat the shit out of it. Oh, never mind.
Weapons in this game include the cattle prod, which we have now, the pistol, flamethrower, and smart gun.
Aha. Alright. This is open now. At least I think it wasn't open before. Would love to know where... Okay, I'm up here.
This is a very dense guide.
It is. I can see that.
It has a few maps. You'll have to, like, crawl through the air ducts, through the vents at a certain point. They have their own elaborate map system. It has to be the Eggway, right? Or no. I see. You're making progress.
Yeah.
Yeah, this cattle
fighting
prod
doesn't
sucks.
feel great.
Give us the pistol already, thank you. Yep, this is one of those air ducts I was mentioning.
I can't walk down there because air.
Too much air. That's gonna push you up. Yep.
Well, okay.
You can
have
off,
to turn it off.
Flip that switch at the end. Yeah. See it in the bottom right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
So now you can go ahead and get that item down there. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
So there is healing. That's handy. This game is probably a little too ambitious for its own good for the Game Boy. That's a proper xenomorph there. These guys are fucking toast.
If I pull up the map, is that going to help me at all? Am I going to be able to parse
probably
from what I've just been through?
There's no "you are here."
Yeah, even if I zoom in. So, like, the best bet is that I'm right here.
Somewhere on that stretch, yeah.
Yeah.
I am Headful Redeemed to say something nice. I mean, they're trying.
Yeah, it's ambitious.
This might be the armory.
Well, I don't know if it's the armory, but they said there's a crate.
Xenomorphs are wrecking shop, are tearing through these people. I think that's something neat. I think it's neat that these other people on the colony are basically just, like, distractions that you can use. There certainly ain't no saving these dweebs.
Yeah.
Not with our fucking cattle prod.
Well,
maybe
it's not these crates. Where did all you come from? This is a... Okay. Do I have a... Maybe I should use
Try the key card in the top left corner over there.
Oh, yeah. I didn't go in there earlier because there was a xenomorph, like, just
well, there's xenomorphs goddamn everywhere at this point. And look at all the
now
items
there is. Okay, no, I can't open it. Can't open that.
One hit will kill you.
Well, unless
I mean, yeah.
I drop it.
I gave you a little more.
Oh, well, there's nothing.
It's a dead end. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's supposed to be a dead end.
It passed. Good news, guys. It's over. Never mind.
Shit. Sorry, a little too early. That's my bad.
The aliens don't seem particularly interested in me. He said that
we don't know what floor we're on. You don't know if this is the armory floor or not.
Well, there wasn't much else to go towards. Oh god. Yeah, you know what? Let's go back to the vent then, because there's nowhere else to go here.
We're also not going to play this for too much longer. I wouldn't think.
I would hope not, to be honest. Equip, please. Yeah. Nope. Hey, could you open that? Is it locked on your end? Could you just...
Try jiggling the knob. Yeah, it's just like, try... The handle, no, it gets stuck sometimes. It's... Oh, you're an alien.
Okay, wait, let's try this way.
Yeah, look at all this shit you didn't explore, yeah. Just sleep this off. Just get some rest.
Here we go. Good ending. I'll wait here for the rescue squad. Is this one of those movies where they bomb the planet?
No.
Okay, then I'll wait here for the rescue squad. Just close that out. Nope, okay.
When we are done with this, and I think we're near done with this, get killed by an alien.
I'm pretty sure that that guy's gonna say, "Oh, good thing the lieutenant found you. There's nothing here." Is it time to get killed by an alien?
It's time to get killed by an alien.
Wait, there was a ghost behind me. Hello.
Oh, there's the timer dictates the ending.
Oh.
So there's a bad ending you get if you use up all if you run out of time.
You're lucky I found you, Lieutenant. You were in the middle of being eaten by like 2 aliens. You got torn in half. Anyway, try again.
That was silly of you. You shouldn't let them do that. It's...
What? I'm just curious what time it is.
How much time is left?
Yeah, it looks like it's still 1-to-1 clock.
Yeah, it looks like you have like 2.5 hours to beat the game,
yeah.
Basically. If you're hoping to get that ending.
Just enough for your batteries.
That's gonna do it, I think.
Yeah.
For Alien 3, the Game Boy edition. Unless you fail in this fight.
Yeah, let me die a 3rd time. Lunch. Free lunch.
Get your Ripley's here.
Where'd you go? Hello?
Let's walk into an egg. Oh,
okay, I'm out of tries, so... Where are the eggs again? No, not here. Like, down here.
Good on you using the fast forward button, by the way.
How am I using the fast forward button?
Yeah, good on you, I said.
Oh, good on me.
This time you're not so lucky nobody finds you. Your mission is over.
This is Ripley. Last I remember, Nostromo signing off.
Yep. Warriors, aliens, eggs.
No.
Prisoners alive, 18. Oh, so they do count that. EEV liftoff. So they're telling you, like, these are all the measures for progress, basically. Here's all the things you can score in. I like that. That's cute, that they're basically saying, like, you know, here's the scoop, here's the skinny, here's what you can and can't do.
I wonder if you could beat the game without killing the alien queen.
Possibly.
Possibly, probably not, but possibly. Alright, I think that'll do it for the Game Boy version, though.
That will do it for Alien 3. Next up is Alien 3. This time for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This one, I think, I have a sneaking suspicion this is closer to the one I was thinking. That this is going to be a side-scrolling action platformer type thing.
Now, is this the one that offered the danger or the suspense?
This one was the suspense.
Okay.
So get ready for a lot of suspense. No danger, though. Mutually exclusive. And you know what? You're gonna fucking play it again.
All right. Let me put down this salad.
2 seconds while I fucking get this. Nope, don't play the music yet. There we go.
Okay. Magic Mouse says this is a very late era NES title.
93 stuff came out later.
What was the last game on NES? Wasn't it Lion King?
Maybe? This was developed by Probe, by the way, and released in March 1993.
Ah, European. Okay. Am I... What?
Sorry, I need to give you control.
Bob Nader says, Lion King if we're talking official, Sunday Fun Day if not. Yeah, I was talking official.
Music on, sound effects on. European, alright. Yeah, that's it. This is based on the Amiga version of the game, but...
Play the tune. Okay.
I have a feeling this is louder.
Sweetie, you got a little thing on your chin. Let me get the napkin for you. Oh, God. Now, this is pretty much what I remember from the Genesis version.
Yeah, I think all these versions are going to be... These NES, SNES, are going to be variations on a theme here. I think the goal of this one is to rescue prisoners, of which there are 4 on this stage.
Yeah, I think they're like wrapped up in alien goo or something. I'm also operating on a much tighter time limit than the last game.
Yeah, per stage time limits.
Whoops. Yeah, I didn't think you could go through doors. Alright, let me check something once I get off this. Any maps? No.
Is that look at the bottom left. No, is that like a weapon? What is that image in the bottom left?
That...
Oh, it's your inventory.
I can hit select. Well, then what do I do with that? Because
Don't
one
ask
button
me.
is jump. There he is. One button is jump and one is shoot gun.
Try your shoot gun button.
Okay, grenade. Oh, see, of course, because that's a grenade. You see it? Okay, that's what, like a flamethrower? A pager. Backpack. Okay, wait a minute. Flamethrower, yeah. No idea. Where'd my gun go?
How much they will, like, refill these, or if there's this kind of like, you know, what you get is what you have, and you have to make these resources last through the entire game somehow, which would be novel.
Of every Genesis game that I owned, like, didn't rent, owned, Alien 3 is probably the one I played the least of.
Yeah, I've always looked at this game from afar and been like, no thanks.
Oh. I don't know where my gun is. Did I use up all my bullets?
No way. This is one of the icons. It's gotta be just one of the...
Well, that's flamethrower.
Yeah, that's your gun.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
That's supposed to be like a magazine. Did you go all the way to the right up here?
I did. There was a wall.
It has to be something with, like, the computer terminals. It has to be something with, like, accessing them, opening the doors. Video Game King asks, are you still playing as Ripley, or did you change to a generic male soldier to match Alien 3's more action? This is Ripley. This is meant to be Ripley.
It is... Oh, those are actionable. Okay. Well, I mean, I've lost. Wait, I'm sorry. Did I fall down those stairs?
I believe you did. Here I go falling again.
Oh, I was hoping it would go all the way up. I wanted to do it again.
No such luck.
Wait, I've been here. Never mind. Time's up.
R.I.P.
L-E-Y.
Oh, it's showing us where they are now. It's punishing you by making you watch, like, everyone die.
I guess the idea being next time I know where to go.
Yeah, I would assume
it honestly seems like a grace. Unless it's randomized, in which case, fuck off.
No, I somehow doubt it's randomized.
Yeah.
I would love to see you get past this first stage.
Not happening.
Not happening?
I know in my heart it's not happening.
Alright, then I'm taking over.
Okay. Like I said, I would try. I would try everything in my power, but I don't think it's gonna happen for you or me. Prove me wrong.
Okay. The blind corners suck. The fact that the screen scrolls all the way with you as opposed to keeping you centered, so you're basically just like guaranteed to... Insult to injury having the alien at the bottom there, just waiting on my ass. Okay, you're free.
He should have started, like, dribbling you like a soccer ball or something, too.
I can't access the doors. The elevators. Yeah, this is... I'm already not loving it. I'm already kind of hating the fact. Just based on that awful scrolling alone. Look at this shit! Keep up!
What sort of alien is that one? The one that hangs off the ceiling, the barnacle.
An asshole. That's the best I could do. Wait, hold on. Can I jump up these? Is there a need to jump up these? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I think there's one all the way down below there, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep going. I think you might have already missed one like earlier though, because remember there was one in the area that I could get to before I opened any of the doors.
I'll get back there.
Okay, well, bear in mind, not only are you under a time limit to rescue all the prisoners, you also have to find the exit and leave.
I don't care about fall damage.
Honestly, the fall damage is funny. I like when it happens.
Yeah. Don't worry, I came for you. I wonder if I can go in through these, through the vents, and maybe these like are teleports somewhere. No. No such luck.
Now, you're definitely not getting the chest bursters out of them.
No, no, no. If we can't see it happen, if they're just running free, if they're, you know, out and about, we just have to assume, pretend like we did what we needed to do. I want to get up there. Not that it matters. I have 30 seconds left to find one more prisoner, which, again, you're right. I don't think I'm going to see happen.
Mm-hmm. And then you would have to go through here. Yeah.
This would be the exit, you think? This would be the exit to the level?
Eventually. It is a whole maze you have to get through.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever beaten this first level. That's a shame.
Like I said, when I had this on the Genesis, I never got past the first level. There was a difficulty selector. What did you miss? Him.
Just ding me for not rescuing all the prisoners, but let me, like, continue the game. Don't make it strictly necessary that you have to rescue everyone. That's just mean. This is bullshit, if you ask me.
Each prisoner has one letter of the
code that you need, yeah.
To get the ship to launch to escape.
No,
but
man,
none of them know what order it is. None of them know what order the numbers go in. That's for all the other prisoners who only know the order of which prisoner goes to which letter in the passcode.
And one man knows the name of the graveyard, and the other one knows the name on the gravestone.
Those are the prisoners you unlock on loop 2 of the game, with a tighter time limit.
I don't see how this is remotely doable.
No.
For us, for people back in the day, for like definitely like a kid playing this game, being well, first of all, you know, what attachment do kids have to the Alien franchise? I guess
I don't know why I owned this game as a kid. Someone had to have given it to me
as a joke. Oh my god! I tap right to get off this fucking ladder. I have to. And this is already, like, I've already lost all the time that I would have had.
Yeah.
Just because I messed up one bit of bad platforming in this.
You can see now, though, why I said with such confidence that I was not going to beat a stage of this. I've been on this rodeo before.
What was wrong with just, like, having a game where you kill the aliens? No, they had to get cute with it. They had to get ambitious with it. They had to be like, oh, I had to switch weapons there. That'd be like, oh no, you have to save people's lives, ooh.
If they just made a game like that, then people would have called them a Contra ripoff.
Yeah, I suppose
and yes,
you're right.
I know.
Contra clone over here. Oh my god! That means that the only one I missed on the previous run was... Rewind. Sorry to fucking do this, but... I was that close. There, all prisoners.
He was the only one? Oh my god. I got bad news for you, though. You're still not gonna make it.
What if I play really, really well? And also magically land on the solution to this hellish maze.
I'll buy a gift sub for the chat if you complete this level. In this instance.
Can't wait for an alien to attack me.
All right. Chat gets a gift sub.
We did it!
We beat A level.
And let's see how different this one is.
No more fooling around.
Oh, weird. That tunnel led me back to the surface, huh?
Alright, take two. This level would have 4 minutes and have 2, maybe even 3 ways to go down? No, there's just a dead end.
Nope, just one.
Fuck's sake! No, that shit where they are like right on the edge of the screen and you just can't do jack about it. That's the worst. I'm assuming you are the anonymous gifter who just put out the latest sub.
Sure.
Oh, well, thank you to whoever gave out the anonymous sub then, in that case.
I mean, we could leave it at that.
You did say that you were going to put a gift sub out there.
Alright.
I want to die. Generally speaking. But no, in the game right now, I want to see what happens if I forfeit a life as Ripley. Backlash Jackass.
Is this the same level? No.
Believe it or not, no. Oh, that's no fun.
And did too much.
Alright, let's see what the game over screen is.
There you go. Enjoy your gift sub.
It is not over yet.
Oh! Went a little too hard too fast.
Yeah. High five! Lift me hanging.
High score? Well, at least in death, we achieved a high score, and that's... What a banger. What a banger of a song.
Both of these Aliens games, despite their content, are both score-chasing games.
You ever play the unreleased Aliens game for NES, the one that was a conversion of the MSX game? It was one of the first games Nobuo Uematsu did music for. It was a Square game.
I have not played that.
There's the prototype. It's the full game. It's pretty interesting. It's better than this, in my mind. But that will do it for Alien 3, which means our next game is, of course, Alien 3. 3 Alien 3 games. This is the SNES version. This one also developed by Probe, but released in May of 1993. So LJN's first 3 games, 3 in a row, were for Alien 3. Do I have an advertisement flyer for this one? I sure do. egg-laying, chest-bursting, acid-spitting. Get Alien 3 on SNES. Because if you ever wanted to lay eggs, or burst chests, or spit acid, this is the game for you. Thank you, Magic Meows. 3 subs for 3 Alien 3s. Thank you very kindly.
No, they should have stuck with the whole thing where it looks like Alien³ and they made 9 games in the first part of 1993.
Oh yeah, that would have been good. That would have been real, true commitment. That would have really shown their brand partners that was it who released Alien movie franchise, who were the publishers on that. Who cares? Let's get to some damn SNES gaming, which I'm tempted to be like, you play this one too, but you should eat your damn salad. Get some bites in.
Thank you.
20th Century Fox.
Okay, so what was I'm quizzing you, but I don't know the answer. What was the first game based on aliens that lets you play as one of the aliens? Was it the Jaguar one?
Yeah, I would think so. What? Okay. There's been some controller troubles on this end as of late.
Yes. I'm not doing anything.
No, you're fine.
Wait, I could have seen there being like a PC or like a home computer, rather.
Perhaps.
Game where you got to play as the alien, but to my knowledge, it's a Jaguar game.
In space, no one can see this title screen.
Here it comes.
Okay, stuff is happening. Here comes the spaceship. Choo-choo! Open your mouth. Say, ah.
Sulaco.
Sulaco. I do kind of want to give him a chance with this opening cutscene.
Well, I tried. Time to die. So what's the plot of Alien? What's the inciting incident in Alien 3?
They get off the planet in Aliens, which is the second Alien movie. They're in space. They're in cryo sleep, going on a trajectory back to whatever planet. But an alien on board, or some technical error or whatever, causes the Sulaco to crash land. All the pathos of Ellen rescuing her new surrogate daughter in Newt, and her new boy toy in Hicks. It all goes to hell because it just turns out they're dead. And so she lands on this mineral ore refinery, which also work correctional facility, as it said there. Yeah.
Double Y chromosome work correctional facility. Specifically.
Yes. It's men only. Violent offenders and...
Wait, double Y? It's XX and XY chromosomes, right?
Yes.
What's double Y?
Who's to say?
Future man?
Unidentified female, approximately 12 years old, dead. Dwayne Hicks, dead.
Fine. Oh.
Oh, and the robot's there, too. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people just hate this movie because the opening, just shitting all over the ending of Aliens, is a pretty weak move. It's pretty lame. This is a long-ass intro.
It is a very long intro.
Oh, and that was it.
What? Did Ridley Scott do this movie or no?
About a dozen people did this movie, let's say.
Okay.
Oops, accidentally. Okay.
Accidentally said, show me that intro again.
Every time I tap it as a machine gun sound.
leaving nothing to the imagination of these names.
All right, that's the game. Let's start again. There's a continue function, or it means if it saves the cartridge. All right, looking slightly better. Oh,
I will say,
straight up just like a mission select? What is...
Okay. The Genesis game is like the NES game. It is nothing like this.
Interesting. Also, it's Zerodal from Eiffel 65 in the bottom left corner. Yeah.
I wanna be far away.
Hey, hey. Hey, guess what? Trapped prisoners.
Yeah, that bitch is insane. You have no control over this, do you?
No. Oh, I can review other missions.
Accept mission. Pass. This is exciting. I'm pumped.
So they're giving me, like, missions. They're being like, alright, here's things you can do. You can accept. The repair is survival to the... repair is vital to the entire cooling system. We need to locate and repair them all. Fast!
She says as she just blankly stares at the screen.
So it looks like we can see...
You know, I couldn't tell you why what's happening on screen reminded me of this, but YouTube tried recommending me a video that was Blue Man Group listens to Welcome to the Black Parade for the first time. And my thought was like, why? To what end? Why would you get the Blue Man Group in a room and have them listen to My Chemical Romance? What do you think is going to happen? They're not even going to say anything. They're just going to kind of look at each other, and they're going to look at the camera, they're going to look at each other again, and one of them's going to find a pipe, and he's going to get his head stuck in it, and they're going to have to call someone in so he doesn't suffocate.
What a disaster. Speaking of disasters. So it's clear this game world is going to be pretty big. That's clearly what we've signed up for in this, and you know, to a certain subset of player, I'm sure that's interesting. To me, this seems like a meandering mess of gray, of girders, of just whatever, and I already don't want to navigate this. I'm looking at this. I'm like a 6-year-old in 1993 or whatever. I get this home from the Blockies, and I'm like, oh no, this was a mistake.
Bad weekend. Bad weekend.
How do I open this goddamn door and get out of here?
I'm honestly surprised that, again, like I said, we're not doing the Genesis one, but I'm really surprised that the Genesis one isn't just a port of the SNES one, or like an interpretation of the SNES one, that the SNES and the Genesis are like very different versions, but the Genesis one's like the NES one. Like, that's weird.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm rewinding that. Get back here. Good puppy.
This was also Probe.
Yeah.
So they just had a completely different idea for this one particular console.
I wouldn't say completely different idea. I mean, this is... I would say a logical iteration. Oh, wait. I need to jump over that away.
I mean, again, I'm still thinking about that Genesis version, though, because, like, in my mind, they do the NES version, they're like, okay, Genesis next, so what do we do? Oh, let's do the same as the NES version. Okay, SNES, we do the same thing, and they're like, you know what? No! Let's strive for more of this particular version.
Hey, game, can I activate the computer? No, I don't have the mission I meant to do here, do I? So this entire thing was a waste of time. This entire excursion was just like a mean prank on me. How do I get... Okay. Tap up a couple times. Yeah.
Okay. So this is more or less the screen that I see in the launch box for this game. And I'm getting like real Batman Forever vibes from how this looks. I mean, the foreground elements aren't nearly as bad in this one.
Why did Alien explode? Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad about it, but...
You know, it's their blood. It's full of explosives.
Let's just say that we're not gonna probably clear a single one of those mission objectives at current pace. But also, no one who's ever played this game probably has. At least no one who played it back in the day. I don't know. I see games like this, and I just have to assume that people like took these home and were just like, well, this is clearly too much. It is 1993. I am a console gamer. You know, jumping is already, like, you know, a struggle for me. It's like I have to jump and collect things, and now you're giving me missions? No, thank you. Not for another decade or 2 or 3. Let me try the flamethrower, I guess. Oh my god. The fact that you have to crouch for all these things is definitely aggravating. The fact that there's foreground elements getting in the way of us seeing them is also slightly annoying. So everything's adding up to be annoying.
The list is going to be interesting at the end of the night. Looking forward to the part where we have to think, like, hey, where do all 3 of these Alien games lie relative to each other?
Individually, yeah. Okay, so it looks like I see the prisoner there, obviously. Can't get to him because that's a solid object. This is a solid wall over here. Again, awesome distinction between foreground, background elements. Oh, this isn't a solid wall. See this one?
Of course.
This one you can just jump through. But this one, oh no, what are you, an idiot? Right, so I can jump over that. Was I jumping over here? Was I remembering the jump over? Yes, I was.
Yep.
At least I found a cache of items. These will surely come in handy.
Someone designed it that way and was like, yeah.
Keep those motherfuckers guessing. I want to rescue that prisoner. I want to find some way, somehow. Maybe it's one of these I can jump through.
At least you're not timed on the whole thing, like the last game.
Maybe you are. Maybe we haven't seen the timer. Okay, I can't bring one up. Maybe that terminal, though, would have it. How am I supposed to get that fucking guy? I would love to save him. Oh, I'm completely out of ammo for my machine gun. Okay, yeah, okay, this makes sense.
No, don't worry about me. I'm just hanging around. Just a little prisoner humor. Anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought he was wet. I thought he was soaking wet, so I figured I'd warm him up a little bit.
Good job completing your mission, Ripley. Time to go home.
Is this anything? Can I interact with this? Can I do anything with this? Do I need to have the mission, the proper mission selected and ready for me to interact with, like, certain terminals or whatever? Well, I guess it's time to fall. And I assume maybe I could find an item here if I continue down this path, but let's just go back to the start here. Let's see what happens. Oh, not an instant death. I was kind of hoping it would be. I was kind of hoping we could sort of end our pain on this one nice and early, but... How high up does it go?
That high.
At least let me recover. At least let me salvage it. Yeah, the fact you can't, like... That it is, like, so mission-based. I'm assuming, like, with these terminals, that there is a mission that is like, go access all the terminals. We need it to not die. And it's like, great. Oh, you mean the terminals I passed by earlier? I didn't know they were part of my mission, so I didn't even assume that I could do anything with them.
So they basically just have one level that you're going through over and over and over again until it's like, okay, fine. Oh, one life. Cool.
They snuck that in there. They must have thought they were real clever. I mean, they have a continue function, so it must be like a case where, like, when you complete certain objectives, it's like, all right, here's a password that says that you completed this.
Yep, beat all the missions on this level, and we'll give you a password.
Oh man, it looks like a long password too. These things are significant. Let me look at some of the other missions. Oh, this is just stage 1 too, so it's all these missions for stage 1.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Total control. These blueprints are a lifesaver. It seems we can isolate Medic Bay 8 by sealing this door from Corridor 12. Tossing these numbers at me. Medic Bay 8. And this door from Cell Block 4. This is so much to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
This is so excessive. Seriously curtailed the movement. Johnny Baggett says, really great visuals and presentation on this, but the game feels like an afterthought, or gameplay part. I don't think that's true. I think they overthought the gameplay here. I think they were trying to cram too much shit into this at a time where players were, I guarantee you, not ready for this level of complexity. This level of, like, all right, map it out. Here's this, this, and this, but only when you're doing this mission. Only when you're in the confines of this mission. And Cell Block 4. So can you, like, take all these missions at once? Or are you just doing one mission at a time?
I bet it's one mission at a time.
Let's get down there and rescue them all. Do we have to? I want to accept that mission.
Right. And when you get in, it's going to give you back that screen that's like review mission or elsewise. Yeah. You're locked into that mission. And then once you beat it, you can come back and pick another one of the 8 or 9 missions or whatever.
And this is like... So you can think of like this first screen as your overworld of sorts. This is that takes you from room to room to room. And oh my god, there are certainly a lot of fucking rooms here. A lot of routes you can go.
All stage 1.
Yeah, that's gonna fucking do it for Alien 3 on the SNES. Curious case. Again, this is not the format to examine a game like that in depth. There is something there. Something potentially interesting, but in fact,
there's too much there.
Yeah. Anyway, that did it for Alien 3. Hey, you know what the 4th game is in 1983? It's Alien.
Alien 3?
No. Mercifully, it is a WWF Royal Rumble. No holds barred action. Let's see what the advert for this game looks like. In the ring, out of control. Let's rumble. You can see there's a wider selection of characters on that top row than we've seen in some of the previous games. The WWF games we've played here.
Now, we have not had great luck, I would say, of the WWF games. And to my knowledge, I think I remember hearing this is one of the worst ones.
Okay, well, I suppose we'll find out. I suppose that is for us to discover. Let's get her launched. I've been using the 4x3, the stretch 4x3. I hope this has looked okay. Every time I need a new cable, I need a new controller, I need a new computer. I need new something. Alright, seen all these wrestlers. Brett. Tatanka. Atom Bomb?
I couldn't recognize off the top of my head.
Ric Flair. Shawn Michaels. Razor Ramon.
The bad guy.
Yokozuna. Did you press
who
start?
cares? I did not press anything.
Oh, it's one of these. One of the ones that looks like this. That's the demo that just started.
Alright.
Triple tag team, 1-on-1, Royal Rumble. Oh, let's just do 1-on-1. Let's just jump right into 2 players. One fall or brawl? Is this like a hardcore mode?
I'm guessing brawl is like a knockout.
Perhaps.
Is that the one you selected? It's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. I think I selected 1 fall. Undertaker, Brett, Tonka.
Crush.
It doesn't do the cute thing where it plays their themes when you select them. Or wait. Alright, so it does. Granted, it takes a minute to load.
You could have told me that main menu was Crunch's theme, and I wouldn't have had any reason to doubt you. Crush. Yep, there it is.
Alright, so as long as they have like little like presentational things like that, I know they at least still cared to some extent about this. The Narcissist.
That's who we didn't get to see.
Lex Luger. Ted DiBiase. Okay, that's a decent group of characters.
All right.
I will say.
No Hogan. Was Hogan gone by this point?
Yes, Hogan was. Well, no, because Flair was here. Wait, no, it might have been beginning of like the Raw era. Do you have control?
Now I do. All right, who do I want to be? Well, where is he? There he is.
Special move, Tombstone.
He just grabs one and hits you with it. No, that's the midway game.
Look at that! Look at that Undertaker in the bottom right corner. That's not.
Okay. All right, that's a drop kick.
All right, so
that's a run.
Can we not run into the rope? Oh,
bye. Oh, I'm getting bad flashbacks to that one that made me real salty last time.
A lot of frames of animation, for whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
Which ain't much. Alright, let's figure out how to beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, does the X button do anything? So far, I have run, I have punch, I have like just a standing drop kick, or I guess it just becomes a normal kick sometimes.
Test of strength. Let's figure out how to... I did not figure out how to... Just mash a bunch of buttons? What are we doing here?
I don't know. I'm trying to mash a bunch of buttons.
Is it rotate the D-pad? Is it mash Y? Oh! You figured something out. What did you do?
Definitely wasn't just mashing, because I was keeping a steady, suboptimal pace.
Why, I oughta...
Could you imagine a real wrestling match like this? Like Lisa and Bart fighting, kind of a wrestling match?
Yeah.
Okay, come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Mark, it's called grappling. Not where I come from.
So what button are you pressing to make the meter go in your direction?
I have not figured that out yet.
You're doing something.
I'm mashing. I think I'm mashing and holding the D-pad in the direction I want the thing to go. That's the only thing that seems different. Oh, restless leg syndrome there, Brett.
Fuck this game. I'll bring up a manual for this. In the meantime, you've earned the right to...
I was about to say, I think I've earned my spot in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah. What's the name of this game again?
Royal Rumble.
WWF Royal Rumble SNES. Get off the screen already! Go do something in this fucking game!
Okay. I thought you still had control as player... Okay.
Rematch? Why are you doing rematch?
I didn't select rematch.
Yes, you did!
All right, rewind me before that.
Oh, God damn these controllers. I'm gonna freaking lose it tonight.
All right. Royal Rumble. Oh, Jesus, which one is select?
Your guess is
Am I selecting
good as
one
mine.
player?
Yeah, go one player. Yeah.
I think I selected 2 player.
I'm gonna kill you, Charky.
Yeah, I selected 2 player. I can't tell. There are 2 options and 2 colors.
Just press up! When you're on that screen, just press up. Press up.
Yes. I know how to do it now, but I didn't know if blue or white was... This is selected. Like, I can tell from here. That's a huge pet peeve of mine. It says player 1, choose a wrestler. I'm still technically player 2.
Oh, I hate this game. This game is bugging the shit out of me at every possible turn. ProStrugger92 says, be careful to get eliminated, you have to watch the rest of the match. Like, I guess it's me.
Yep.
In a grapple, tap the required button quickly until the gauge fills in your direction, at which point the desired move... Okay, so it's just mash one button at a time? Okay. That's how grapples are supposed to work. I still don't know how to pin. I'm looking at the guide here. I'm looking at a control guide, but...
As far as I can tell, I think pin on your controller would be a triangle and down. I feel like that's what I did to make a pin happen. Okay.
I'm mashing the button. What is this fucking grapple system? I don't get it. I'm mashing a button.
Here's what Okay, when I was grappling you and I was on the right side, I was holding right and mashing A. I think that's...
Okay.
So yeah, I think you have to hold the direction you want the thing to go. Maybe.
You know, there's a lot of people in the ring right now. Credit where credit's due.
Now, is this going to be like proper Royal Rumble rules? We gotta
oh,
like, throw 'em out of the
absolutely
ring?
not. Yeah, no, this is absolutely like not gonna. I mean, there's not even like a timer that like led to these people coming into the ring. At least we get a look at like all the wrestlers, or whatever that's worth.
Actually, there are more wrestlers in this, right?
There are more wrestlers in the game than this, yes.
Yeah. So maybe if you eliminate one, another will come in. Like, we've hit the limit of
how many people can be on screen
at
at the time.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure we have. I just keep doing this. The grapples seem to be effective.
I don't know how you, like, did that move against him where he hit the rope and it knocked you out too. You did it for, like, a moment there. What do you call this move that you're doing?
The Flare Special.
Chat, does anyone, one of you, have an idea what you would call whatever this move Flare keeps doing over and over again? Where he, like, puts him inverted over his shoulder and then drops him back?
That's a suplex, yeah.
Just a suplex, okay.
I am having a hard time keeping track of my character in this, by the way.
You're the one in the red undies, I think.
Yes.
Yes. I had to double check that you were Ric Flair.
Oh, Shawn Michaels, more powerful than I.
Everyone else is just having a standoff. Okay, never mind. They're getting into it. I wish it were feasible for us to play WWE 2K18 on the Switch for this channel.
Oh, where there's a will, there's a way.
Just do a Royal Rumble and, like, watch the game just, like, completely fall apart.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I get one of these motherfuckers out of the ring? Like, I was legitimately trying to, like, toss them out of the ring when I first started doing the suplexes, like this.
Yeah. See, and it knocked you back. It might just be pin. It might just be elimination. Rather
That's
than,
not
like,
a fucking
actual...
Royal Rumble.
I know. I know it's not. That's why I asked you when we started, do you think these are real Royal Rumble rules or not? As in, do you throw someone out the ring?
Oh, there's Tatanka.
We didn't see anyone get thrown out, right? So
Yeah, we certainly didn't hear an announcement to that effect either, for whatever that's worth.
I think it might just be like eliminations or
Look at the
knockout.
right-hand side. See, there's a button for pin in this guide that I'm missing.
One sec. As I walk over to the television to see this.
Roadtrigger92 says there's no pin in this game. Then how do you do one fall? How do you do anything in this game, then? That doesn't make any sense. There's absolutely a pin. I got pinned in the previous match.
I pinned Cass. Okay, it's not on the screen you are on, so let me just pull it up myself.
Also, I'm looking at the stream. I'm looking at the 4x3 stretch, and it looks so fucking wrong. This is one of my things. The way I'm playing this, a little behind the scenes, I'm playing this at 1:1 pixel aspect ratio. So the SNES is very square, and I understand that you got a 4x3 CRT TV. The game stretches out, and that's what I'm seeing on the right hand side. But it looks fucking wrong. It looks like this game was meant for 1x1. It looks like it was meant to be a square. And I'm just gonna, what I just showed. What I'm trying to say here.
Okay.
Doesn't this look so much better? Does this not look a billion times more correct? This does not look like dog shit shitty stretched out for the audience at home. Doesn't this look like a million times more presentable than everyone being like twice as wide because it's having to stretch all the way?
Anyway, Cass, it is like I told you that on your controller, triangle would be pin. Which is to say, the SNES X button.
Okay. It picked that guy. It picked Bret Hart up.
Okay. So that means that there's no pin in this mode. So it might be knockout.
Then how do you knock someone the fuck out?
I don't know. This guide I'm looking at doesn't specifically say. Okay, all platforms. Super Nintendo.
I think I'm done looking at this game, by the way.
That's fine. We can move on. We have more wrestling games tonight.
DeBeavis says we throw them out. Yeah, I would love to, but every time I've tried to throw them out, I guess I have to do like Irish whips, maybe.
Here it is, yes. An Irish whip, which is grapple and mash square while your back is to the rope, or an atomic drop,
okay,
which
there
is
we
grapple
go.
and L.
I got one out.
Okay.
There, I did what I set out to do in the Royal Rumble.
There you go, there you go.
Jesus Christ, Ric Flair's cleaning up.
Yeah. Ric Flair's on a tear.
They got no one else thought to just do that move to me and toss me out of the ring.
I seem to remember, like, there was a Rumble. I don't know if it was the Royal Rumble or one of those Andre the Giant things where, like, Braun Strowman was in it. And this was, like, in the era of him, like, you know, being unstoppable and stuff. And there was a moment, apparently, in the match where, like, there was a bunch of guys in the ring with him, and one of them, like, said to everyone else, no, him. We need to get rid of him, because he realized that's the main character.
Yeah.
We all need to take care of him, and of course he eliminated all of them.
I think that'll do it for WWF Royal Rumble. It's another one of these. You know, what more honestly needs to be said about it than that? It's another one of these wrestling games.
We're gonna have to find more to say about it later when we do the other wrestling games.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm sticking with 1x1. I hate that 4x3 shit. And now this is the part where you'd have to sit and watch the entire rest of the match.
And we're not New Legacy Inc., so I don't think we're gonna do that.
That's all right.
Magic Meow says that was Andre the Giant Battle Royale that I was referring to.
Yes, that sounds about right to me. Oh, by the way, the WWF game was developed by Sculptured Software. I keep forgetting my format here. That was released June 1st. But this is The Amazing Spider-Man 3 Invasion of the Spider Slayers, developed by B.I.T.S and released sometime in July of 1993. This is the third Spider-Man Game Boy game we have been made to play on this particular program. The first two were... we definitely played them.
Yeah.
They were definitely games.
I mean, second one was ambitious. I think we established that.
Yeah.
Was trying.
So that's something. Look at the xenomorph on the cover. That's what it looks like to me. That looks like, you know, we're getting a 4th Alien game after all here.
Who is that? Is that like a Skrull?
It's a spider slayer. They're invading.
Oh, okay.
All right.
What's a spider slayer?
Something from the comics, I am sure. And this was developed by B.I.T Studio. I don't know if I mentioned that or not.
There was an LJN game. Don't know if we mentioned that or not.
Wait, LJN published this?
Boss, I made the graphics, but we can't fit it all on one screen. I made it too big.
Well, just
Shit,
make it go up and down. There's no way you can move the text at the bottom of the screen up anymore, or move the Spider-Man graphic up. No, this works. Hey, this is a bad effect. Another day starts for Spidey, fighting crime as usual. The park is always a good place to start.
When I want to go beat people up.
Stop 20 muggers.
Man, bad day in Central Park.
Is that a mugger?
Who knows? And we'll never know. Okay, well, okay, alright. You know what? Everyone's a mugger. Fuck it.
Yeah, you know.
Also my bike. My skateboard. Here.
My skateboard will go on. So how's this control?
Review in progress. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, that was fun.
Slime Janitor points out something that I definitely was going to point out. Spidey's got good camouflage with the background this level. You can't see Spidey, says Pro Striker 92. Yeah, so here's an issue. And Magic Meow says it as well. I don't think the Game Boy was suited to the backgrounds as detailed. I guess you could call all that dithering detail. Here's the thing. You can either have characters using the darker 2 shades, primarily, and backgrounds using the lighter 2 shades, or, you know, vice versa. Usually when you do, like, a background, you need to make it, like, separate colors that are not used in the foreground elements, or at the very least you use them sparingly.
Oh, look, I got on the skateboard.
You could get on the skateboard, that's great. Can you get that thing floating in the air? Maybe you have to go into the tree to do it. Maybe
yeah,
like,
I think I actually
anchor points.
I think they actually make consideration of like, is there something above you can swing upon?
Also, is this the same sprite from the Spider-Man 2 on Game Boy?
Oh, I don't know how I'm doing this. this doesn't make a lot of sense.
Round and round in circles.
I feel like this is a different sprite. Okay, there's something I want to point out for the controls.
That they're bad?
Yes, but... Well, okay. Let me get up. Spider-Man, this is,
Make
this
like
is
Mark
your
Echo and
4K,
get up.
is the walls. Yeah. Come on. Alright. I'm gonna tell you when I press the jump button, okay? I'll say, 3, 2, 1, jump. All right. 3, 2, 1, jump.
Yeah, it has startup frames.
It has a lot of startup frames. How do I get up here? Okay, like this? Nope. Like this? Nope.
How's that guy shooting through the wall, by the way? That hardly seems fair. That hardly seems sporting.
Spider-Man, you're literally the wall crawler. Please.
Someone redeem a drink up. I really want to start drinking tonight. It's been an hour. It's been an hour and a half, almost.
Okay, I have a double jump. That's the whole level.
Yeah, you just gotta keep killing muggers.
20 muggers.
Well, they keep spawning.
Yeah, but some of them aren't muggers.
Depends on how Spider-Man counts them.
Well, if they read a newspaper, then they're not a mugger.
Thank you for the drink up, Pepperly. Don't mind if I do.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
Say something nice from Johnny Baghead.
Help! I can't get away from the skateboarder. If I stand
being
up...
harassed by a child on a skateboard.
There's so many frames of animation when I stand up, I will get hit. Ah. Get back here, you little shit. Oh, come on.
So what's something nice about this game?
You can ride on the skateboards.
That is fun. Riding on skateboards is fun.
Yeah,
and you're getting points for it. Look, you're getting like so many fucking points.
This is where they got the inspiration for Tony Hawk. And as a thank you, they put Spider-Man in that game.
Yeah, that's
One
how
of them,
that
at
works.
least.
That's the sequence of events. Boy, howdy.
I like the fact that you can do this really easily. I don't know why. I don't know what good this is.
Magic Meow saying it looks like the frame rate plummets. It's not that the frame rate is plummeting. It's that there's not smooth scrolling on the background. It's doing it like literally like, you know, in chunks. So it's doing like 2 pixels, 4 pixels.
It does smooth more scrolling like this. But then if I start doing this when I'm like going around,
yeah, that's
like a
precisely
pivot,
what I am saying.
Yeah, then it actually doesn't have an easy time.
Have you kept count of how many people you beat the shit out of?
Nope. I don't even know if they count as muggers though, like those kids. Is it just because they all hurt me? Some people in this game don't hurt me, like this guy. Well, not this guy. But the ones that have a newspaper don't hurt you. Alright, we're done. I've killed so many people. I, Spider-Man, have killed so many people. Quote me on that, J. Jonah.
We finally got him, by his own confession.
Well... My one weakness, gun. Alright. So there is a
target button. Hold on. So, okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking over. You press start, tries 3, power 0, high score 1000. So we beat the high score, so we got that going for us.
Alright, good.
Target 20.
My victory's certain. Alright.
That didn't count. The
That
skateboarders count.
What about that guy who just pulled a gun on you? That counted. That one didn't.
That spider that dropped counted. Or whatever that bug was counted.
Okay, stop.
Yes.
Next guy you see, don't kill him. Do not kill him. Wait for a moment. Wait until he pulls out... Okay. Next time you see one of these guys, wait until they pull out a gun or something. This guy... Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think you have to confirm that they are carrying a gun on them before it counts. Like that guy, I think if you kill them, it wouldn't count.
That makes a sick sort of sense.
It's like SWAT, you know.
Just like SWAT. To get on the other side of this guy, that he's willing to draw on me.
You have to go in... Spider-Man goes to the park and, like, provokes people into pulling a gun out so he can beat them up. And, like, cross the thing off his list, and that's 1 for the quota for today.
Luckily, I don't need an excuse to beat the shit out of skateboarders.
No, they're all muggers.
You know, they vandalize property with their skateboarding. It's basically the same thing as mugging.
Vandalizing the ground. You know, when I was in elementary school, that was around the era where, like, backpacks with wheels started becoming a thing, or started getting popular. And a bunch of kids started having to use them because they were giving us, like, way too many textbooks at that particular elementary school. So kids started, you know, buying the backpacks with the wheels, and then the school banned the backpacks with the wheels because they said it was causing damage to the sidewalks.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I remember after that...
It was banned because it was too sick. It was too cool.
So after that, I didn't even use a backpack with wheels, but after that happened, my father went to that school and, like, fucking chewed them out. About, like, do you not give a shit about the kids? And all that. Until they, like, reversed the decision. And I didn't even use the backpacks with wheels. He just fucking hated that they were...
Just the principle of the thing.
Yeah, they're being hostile to the kids.
I don't know if 20 muggers was strictly necessary for this stage. They could have stopped at, like, 20. We got a time bonus, though. What I could not figure out how to do was to launch a web as a projectile weapon across the screen as a ranged attack. Which should be a basic Spider-Man thing.
Didn't even think of that.
Uh-oh, spider sense. That's bad news. It looks like there is something up in the trees. Yeah, we know. We saw the alien spiders or whatever the fuck falling from them earlier. Some kind of monster!
Good.
Oh!
Alien³ never ends here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. It is just a xenomorph.
It really is just a xenomorph. Is there any, like, strategy to this beyond just mash it out?
The strategy is once you get low on health, pick up one of those health orbs they put over there. But
Luckily, this acid spit isn't doing much.
They definitely put 2 over there because they were like, oh god, all you can really do is mash it out.
This up. Yeah.
Yeah, just put some health up there.
Wow, that sure was a fight. Oh, that was the whole stage. Oh, that was just the stage? That was the whole stage there? Cool, 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 cool.
And thus, Spider-Man repelled the invasion of the Spider Slayers. The end.
Same panel. Spider sense buzzing like crazy. Rah! A metal bird, another robot. Wait, these are robots?
Ridley. Yeah, the Spider Slayers are robots. I vaguely remember the Spider Slayers.
2 towers.
It was a different time.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, what's that movie with the giant bird as big as a battleship? The Claw?
What?
Okay, there was a B movie about, like, a giant bird, right? And, like, it was kind of, like, constantly, like, floating and shot like this. And, like, they keep saying throughout the movies that it's, like, it's as big as a battleship. Like, over and over again. The giant claw. Yeah. It's just the way the bird's head was just kind of floating in screen, like someone was holding a toy up close to the camera and, like, using perspective and like, wah.
God, the jumping and the everything about this, I don't love the controls in this. They are especially lacking in a stage such as this, to say the least. I don't even know how to attack it at this point. I'm assuming I have to climb all the way to the top, but, you know, good fucking luck. To get up here, and then I'm kind of just like, I can fall off real good. I've mastered the art of falling off this building.
Good job.
Okay, there we go. That's about right. Okay.
So the Spider Slayers were robots created by Spencer Smythe.
Oh, of course, Spencer Smythe.
Well, and with the financial backing of J. Jonah Jameson. So somehow, JJJ has enough money from the newspaper business to fund an army of killer robots.
Let me
I mean, I know
up.
comics are like fantasy, but still.
Just let me up! Or tell me how to attack.
Oh, you know what I bet you could do? You know that thing I was doing where you just swing around in a big circle?
Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, that is a good idea, actually.
Or that. Oh, no, wait.
No. This leaves me stuck. It's so hard to articulate what is wrong with these controls, and it is a lot. To be clear.
I think that was, like, the right idea.
That was the right idea, wrong execution. Because the controls are so specific and so stiff, and we're gonna run out of health here. Oh my lord. I've had as much of this as I can take. Come on. Again, you know, like, I'm sure there's a way, right? I'm sure this game isn't impossible to beat, right? But, you know, I'm sure I could read the manual, but, like, you gotta remember, like, these games, especially, like, Spider-Man, like, I'm sorry, comic book nerds, but, like, this shit was, like, made for children. Spider-Man is, like, for the 12-year-olds at a certain point. Or, you know, it can have its adult themes. It can be, like, you know, cool for an adult to read as well. But, like, at some point, it is still making its appeal, especially in, like, this video game form or whatever, in the time when the cartoon was on the air. And just, like, 12-year-old trying to play this would just be like, fuck this sucks. They'd use that language, too. They're very worldly 12-year-olds, you see.
Oh, God, I was cursing like hell when I was 10. So.
By the way, if you hold up, you can't do a directional jump. You can't do much when you hold up. It stops you dead in your tracks. You can do down in, like, movement, but, like, so often when I am trying to, like, angle the web to do this or whatever, the problem I'm running into is I'm running into a million problems.
Yeah. Is the answer over here? Is this what you're supposed to do?
No, because I can't jump through this, because this ceiling is out too high. Yeah.
I get that, but I'm curious if there's something you can do from over here that'll help. Potentially, no. Doesn't seem like it.
And I fell on the fence, and that impaled Spider-Man to death, and that does it for Spider-Man 3 Invasion of the Spider Slayers, as far as I'm concerned.
You've been having a bad run tonight. 1993 is rough.
I knew it was going to be rough going in. Like I said, they were really just, like, pumping production. And it's mostly, like, bits in probe at this point. So clearly they were just, like, running those studios through the ringer and just being like, more games, more games, more games, more games. Speaking of more games, we have yet more games, believe it or not. And our next one is the incredible Crash Dummies for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In the previous episode, the end of 1992, we played Incredible Crash Dummies for the Game Boy.
Mm-hmm. It's a minigame collection.
Yes, so we'll see what this NES game is all about. Meet some real headbangers. I think this was the exact same ad I showed last time, because it contains both the Game Boy and NES games on it. I like showing the adverts. And by the way, I should mention this was developed by Software Creations, this NES game.
I will say, this NES game is not a minigame collection.
This is not? Oh, it certainly isn't. Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Hey, Charky, you get to play this one.
All right. Yeah, this one's burned in my brain.
Let's make sure you're in control.
Who was the... I'm asking this as if you know the answer. Who is the villain of the Incredible Crash Dummies universe? There was, like,
Drunk
an antagonist. No, not that. There was, like, an evil dummy or something. Don't be a dummy. Buckle your seatbelt. Crash Test Center, a typical disastrous day for the dummies. Just how they like it.
I love this scroller at the bottom. Just a constant reminder. It's an educational game, really.
Yes. It is a PSA. Okay, I guess we don't get to see... Fine.
I guarantee that two-player mode is just alternating turns, and...
Yes, it is. Yes,
I've never understood the value of those.
Okay.
I've never, like, had a game like this. Like Super Mario Bros., right? Two-player mode in that game, where it's just like, all right, you watch me play, and then when I die, you get a little bit of a turn.
That's how I used to play Super Mario Bros. With my family. We did like that. And we liked it, because... I guess.
I just never saw the value in that alternating multiplayer mode. For games where you can go, like, whole stretches of, like, you know, if you know what you're doing, like, oh, I'm going, like, 45 minutes. Oh, you want to turn?
Oh, it was...
Yeah, too bad. I'm on a roll here.
It was good for the parents playing with their kids. Like, my parents who wanted to play but weren't good at games but were more content to just see me, like, engaged in something. So they'd be like, oh, I play for a little bit. Oh, I lost. Okay, it's your turn.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess for me, like, it was growing up with, like, friends who came over. And eventually, you know what we did? And this is going to make me sound like I had money, which I did not. But we had a second TV. And so we'd plug, like, one console into one TV and one console into another TV. So people just come over, and there'd be, like, you know, people playing, like, a two-player game or four-player game on the N64 on the top TV. Then I could just be like, well, I don't like Mario Kart, but, you know, I'll play an NES game on the bottom TV. And that was a good system. Not the NES. I mean, it's a fine system. There goes your head.
Lost my...
There goes the rest
everything
of you.
Else. So if I lose my head, my controls are reversed.
You know, as happens when you get decapitated, you know, the reason why so many people die is because the controls are inverted and they don't know what to do in that situation. But if they had practiced this game...
I would like my head back so I don't have to continue playing like this. It's not difficult, it's just,
well, we can't
annoying.
always get what we want, Sharky.
Alright, still have my attack, though. What is this thing and how is it gonna hurt me? Oh, it's not. Okay.
What's that? Whoa, go back. What's that? What's that thing?
That's a speed boost. Which I'll take it, but it's going to be more trouble than it's worth.
Like so many speed-ups in so many video games often are. Hey, this looks fucking miserable.
Yeah. Not great. I kind of like the idea they have of, like, having this momentum. Where, like, if you go down hills or stuff, you preserve speed. Kind of selling the idea that you're on wheels. I've played games that are like this that do it good, like Defunct. This isn't one of them. Hold up a second. Sorry. Okay.
Did you have to buckle up your seatbelt?
Yes. I forgot.
Alright, let me fucking play this thing. Let me put a life in on this. Okay.
Alright. A is jump, B is that. And... yeah, you can't kill enemies, you can just stun them and then go through them while they're stunned.
I think I hate the wheel physics. I think I hate the fact that it's...
I like them in theory. I like that they tried to do it. And I use the word tried. It's a trap.
I don't care. I want to get trapped.
No, don't lose your head. I told you.
Wait, I'm red now, though.
Yeah. I don't know what that implies, necessarily.
Oh, I see a head down there. Means I have to redo a bunch of level, presumably. I can't even tell what is happening half the time. And the fact that it is sending me, like, backwards and forwards and I'm spontaneously exploding.
Because you crash. As these dummies do.
I guess that's in the name.
What's that Crash Test Dummy song?
Once there was this crash test dummy who...
I feel like in my head I get them confused with the Spin Pilots.
The Spin Pilots? You mean like the Spin Doctors?
Yeah, the Spin Doctors, I'm sorry. No, I got the Spin Doctors confused with the Stone
sucks.
Temple Pilots.
This sucks.
Yeah,
Right
you
here,
can't,
this...
can't do it to that. Yeah.
Look, how do I get past this? How do I wait for the apex?
Like
oh
that,
my
like that.
god. Good god. And you when you're bouncing like that, you can't do a proper jump.
Right.
So I have to land, back up.
Hey,
Get the timing right.
Mr. Dummy, far be it from me to tell you how to do your job, but maybe get off the unicycle. You could walk.
Oh, thank God, there are checkpoints.
Yes. The checkpoints are actually kind of okay in this.
Well, we covered the entire test center from top to bottom, didn't see them anywhere. What do we do now? Look, there's a junk bot. Oh no, why'd they kick the dog into the sewer? Well, we gotta get these guys. We gotta beat the shit out of this guy.
Okay, well, I guess Junk Man, that's the antagonist.
Let's go! The sewer.
So within the canon of Incredible Crash Dummies, what is Junkbot's goal? Does he not want people to wear seatbelts? Or does he just hate the Crash Dummies for some reason?
I mean, I hate the Crash Dummies already, so I get where he's coming from. Hey, cool, it's one of those games where the scrolling is they try to, like, do this thing where you can see way ahead of you, but in the process, if anything pops up behind you like that, just make it in the center of the screen. Just keep the camera centered. That's all you need to do.
3.
All the shit that were them trying to get cute with the camera controls and trying to figure out, like, what's gonna give them the best visibility, and, like, all these solutions are actually just problems, or actually just, like, worse than just the default and just the basic.
Wait a minute, you don't have a unicycle anymore.
No.
So we could just get off and walk. So, okay, wait, so... I figured they were gonna... I've never actually seen past the first level in this game. So, like, I just assumed the entire game would be based around those wheel physics.
No, it looks like you alternate, yeah. The fact that you just don't knock enemies off the screen at all, that your effectiveness is limited to, like, temporary stuns. Always love it when my protagonists are completely neutered and ineffective like this. Don't lose your head. I don't know, this is functional. It's not good, but it's functional. And that, sadly, on this list, on our ranking list, means that it's going to rate higher than you feel like it should. Higher than it probably deserves. But so much of the shit we've played as part of the LJN Connection has been, like, so far below substandard. I mean, for Christ's sake, the second level in this game is a sewer level. Like...
Now, do you prefer the Cronenberg Incredible Crash Dummies?
Or versus the original 1950s Crash Dummies?
Yeah. Like, yeah, I guess I'll buckle up, but I'm getting weird message about, you know, how sexual this is supposed to be.
Strap in. Yeah, this is still going. I feel like I'm at least on a decent clip here, you know? That is reactable enough. In most cases. When the camera isn't being uncooperative, when... Oh.
Video Game King asks, when did sewer levels as a cliche die? They didn't.
No, I'm not gonna accept the instant death on that. I did not make it this far just to... Oh! Oh, that kills you too! That's just a one-hit kill too. That's awesome. That's actually really cool. I'm glad they did that. That all this water immediately washes you to the shoreline. That you don't just, like, bounce off of it. Even if you have full health like this, it still is an instant death. That's cool and good, actually.
Alright, who is your favorite Crash Dummy?
Do they have names and distinct personalities?
Not only that, but they have generations. Generation 1 was Vince, Larry, Daryl, Spare Tire, Skid the Kid, Hubcat and Bumper, and Pit Stop.
I hate them all.
And Generation 2 was Slick, Spin, Daryl, Spare Tire, Skid the Kid, Hubcat and Bumper. They've come back.
I did not watch Crash Test Dummies. I do not know anyone who watched the Crash Test Dummies show.
There's a Generation 3, there was a Generation 4, and then it ends there.
Okay.
There was a TV show, video games, comic books.
This looks like it's going to be tricky. What's the timeline it's supposed to be? I think the timing is you're supposed to, like... Oh, wait, we have abilities?
Oh.
Oops.
I wonder if the abilities are just for this stage, or if I just never pressed buttons and didn't see them.
Select toggles between them. I'm doing something here.
I feel like they wouldn't have let me done this on the unicycle. Can you?
For fuck's sake.
Is one of these things throw? Yes. I bet you have to throw it into the flashing visor, right?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so... It's so rough. I know I lost a lot of health down below, and maybe I should have been a bit more conservative. Maybe I should have played a little better during this section. Oh, we have a projectile attack. It's not super effective. In fact, it's completely ineffective.
Wait, that's Strut. Wait, I'm sorry. His Strut. That is... Oh, what's that other game? The treasure hunting game with, like, the prize.
What?
For NES. You have to know what I'm talking about. It was a game that was all about, like, finding the treasure or something. When you beat the game, it gave you a password, and you're supposed to call into a number, and you'd win, like, an actual prize if you're the first person to do it.
Oh,
You have to know this game.
I know it. I don't remember the name.
But that's like, that strut is like the same walk cycle that the kid in that game
Treasure
has.
Master, Chad is saying.
Yeah, thank you.
This
Wait, I'm gonna...
sucks. I have a bunch of oil. Let's see, can I shoot this?
Treasure Master for NES was by Software Creations.
This is ridiculous.
There you go. You got him.
How do I get that key now?
You know what? I
Fuck.
figured when you killed him, he would have like disappeared or something, and not just not moved. I knew I recognized that strut. That is an iconic strut.
All right, how do I
Hit
unlock this?
Select the key.
Sure enough. Now drop that directly on our heads. Great! Thanks to me, Bumper is safe. That's a real weight off my shoulders. Get it? Wait, pretty funny, huh? That was incredible Crash Dummies for the NES. We'll just go out on that joke. That's his, I think we got it. I think we got the idea on that one, Charky.
All right, that's it for Incredible Crash Dummies. What's next?
Next up is the Incredible Crash Dummies. We're in hell tonight! You'll go to pieces. It's a lot of repeat games.
I wonder if this is like the Crash Test Dummies that... Not Crash Test. I wonder if this is like the Crash Dummies game that I played on the Genesis.
Crash! This is the advertisement for the
Yeah.
SNES, NES, and Game Boy versions all roll into one. Shaking and breaking at the Crash Test Center, enjoying an avalanche of laughs on the ski slopes or knocking heads with the Junk Man. The Incredible Crash Dummies are guaranteed to crack you up, so don't bang your head against the wall. Get the Incredible Crash Dummies on NES, Game Boy, and Game Gear. Wait, this isn't the SNES ad? This isn't the SNES? Oh, yeah, it's totally the Game Gear.
It's not.
Well, disregard this ad then. Forget I even showed that, because it's not germane, it's not relevant to the game at hand.
Drive as fast as you can to your local game store.
And
Pedal
don't
to the
buckle up
fucking
either.
metal.
Slam the brakes, fly through the glass doors of the GameStop, of the KB Toys, of the Funko Land, and... do you think this game is just going to be...
If it's like the Genesis game, it is not. The answer is no, it is not. This is by Gray Matter, correct? Or developer?
This is by Gray Matter Games, released October 1993.
Whoa.
What's so incredible about them? That's what I'd like to know.
They still live. Despite our best efforts, scientists have not been able to kill them. We've put them in so many cars.
Boys, we must stop Junkman before he discovers the secret of his powerful T-9000 body and creates an evil army of followers. But only you know how to construct the T-9000. Yeah, Junkman's too dumb to figure it out for himself. I know that, boys, but I'm still worried.
Alright.
Crash.
So we must go stop a man from exploring his body. Got it.
Bop. This is you.
So we meet again, Dr. Zub. In you go. Whoopsies, there we are.
Screech.
Have a good day.
What a time to go to pieces. Pull
Pull
yourself together.
We have to rescue Dr. Zub.
Sorry, I lost my head for a second. These guys are very punny.
Is that supposed to be a joke? The doctor was kidnapped. Be serious. Thanks. One of us better stay and watch the lab.
You stay. I'll rescue Dr. Zub. Intruder.
Okay. Good luck, Slick.
Is he a communist? He's wearing the red star very proudly
He
on
is.
his chest. Good for him. I want to go home.
Goodbye. Okay.
Can I talk to you?
Crash rules? Crash rules.
Crash rules everything around me.
Fuck you, Nintendo. Crash rules.
Get the dummies. Dollar bills, y'all. Jesus Christ, that's a fatality. Oh, this is your crouch, by the way.
Yeah. As one does.
Ah.
This is... I think this is what I remember of the Genesis game, more or less. Because you, like, lose pieces. It's almost like Mr. Bones-esque, right?
Or Never Dead. Fuck's sake. I was trying to throw, but you know what? I didn't have arms. I am Headful saying this music is odious. This game seems odious. Hey, Charky, guess what you're gonna play?
Okay. Let me take a sip here.
And I'm sipping on beers.
Alright. And then buttons, okay.
I deserve so many kudos for my Crash rules everything around me, for my Wu-Tang reference.
Sure.
I even said get the dummies. I mean, that's just like, a stroke of genius like that doesn't happen every night.
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing.
I'll take a drink up, that's good enough.
Oh, that's interesting. You can do that.
You can skid on your butt?
Yeah. For a fairly long amount of time, it seems. Oh, okay. I don't think you couldn't throw because you didn't have arms. You have a limited number of wrenches. You see that?
I did not run out of wrenches before. I think I did run out of arms, and that prohibited my ability to throw as well.
Oh, okay. All right, I need screwdrivers to repair myself. There we go.
I've fallen to pieces.
I feel like this is a game you're supposed to take really slowly, if only because it's so zoomed in.
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of SNES games. You're like, oh, we can make huge sprites.
Yeah.
Oh no, the sprites are huge. We made a huge mistake.
I mean, that was a problem with a lot of Game Boy games, too, where they're like, we can make these sprites the same size as they are on, like, an NES. And, like, no, you can't.
By the way, let me show the people what this would look like in 4x3.
Let me show them what it would look like on a Game Boy Color.
They need to bring Incredible Crash Dummies to the Game Boy Color. This is what it would look like.
How far can I skid on my butt?
As far as you need to.
I think this crash test dummy. I think this crash test dummy has worms.
See, this looks so wrong to me. I know you can't even see the difference, Charky, right now. But
yeah,
like
I can't.
4x3, all these stretch pixels, these just look like so awful to me. Sorry, I'm the 1x1 pixel aspect ratio sicko. And I hate CRTs.
Alright, well now I know that... Okay.
I am the antithesis of the retro gamer.
What is this, like, torture chamber that everyone here works at? They're, like, being suspended in the air in cars and they're, like, being forced to drive it. I mean, granted, the world of being a crash test dummy is, like, being tortured. Essentially.
That's their lot in life. It's a hellish existence.
But this seems, like, particularly egregious. Okay, I want to bounce off it. Nope. Is it send me to the start?
Doseku said, I forgot this was an LJN game. Yeah, you know, by the time we're in the SNES era, it's weird, because we so think of LJN as, like, you know, for their NES games, primarily, above all else. And we're getting into territory here that is certainly less familiar, less well-trodden, and I don't want to say more distinct, because, I mean, honestly, there was never such a thing as, like, the LJN voice, right? They were always just contracting, like, other studios, so there's no, like, there's no style guide to an LJN game, and yet there was something about those NES games that felt like a through line. And as we move into this SNES era...
Well, yeah, like, the movie games really kind of felt like the through line. Or a lot of the earlier ones, like the, what you call it, Back to the Future and Terminator, Game Over. What movie was that?
That was Incredible Crash Dummies. Yeah. I think that's Incredible Crash Dummies. Would you say it's better or worse than the NES version? That's the question we're going to have to ask ourselves later tonight for sure.
Yeah. But I'm going to just go ahead and say I think it's less interesting than the NES version.
Even if it's slightly more functional, maybe, or more straight. I don't know. We'll hash it out later.
Yeah.
We have bigger fish to fry, other things to worry about right now, such as...
I don't even remember what this next one is.
The next game we will be playing tonight, it's the mandatory obligatory sports game section of the night. It is NFL Quarterback Club, developed by Beam Software, released November of 1993.
I was looking at that cover art, but I was seeing it like really tiny, thumbnailed, and I was like, that looks like a Namco collection box art.
No joy on that one. Here's an advert. The only way to play the game on Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Boy. So that's 3 different ways. Also, notice how this has the same exact setup at the top row as the WWF game, the Royal Rumble game had, where they're showing all the portraits for all the footballers that you can potentially play as here.
2 sports on equal ground.
Yeah. Well, that's why the XFL existed. That was the happy medium between the two.
Didn't that come back? Is it gone again?
It's gone again. It's long since gone again.
It's like Halley's Comet. You know, it comes for a brief moment and then it's gone. And you have to wait for the next one.
A Beam Software production. I feel like this needs to be -10 for Game Boy, right? Yes, okay, I think I got it. I'm assuming the 2-player link cable. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
1,
6
2,
player.
4, 6 players.
Oh, we're getting into baseball territory.
Single event.
Oh, that's so...
This is NBA, whatever the name of that series was.
Challenge, I believe.
Yeah, All-Star Challenge. This is something in that zone. This is going to be a minigame collection. There's going to be, like, maybe 1 real football mode. This is the exact same setup, the exact same... Oh, not the exact same, because it's doing... This is unique. Phil Simms for New York Giants, Jeff Hosteller, Steve Young, Mark Ripien. I'm not controlling the scrolling. It's just, when you're hanging on a screen, it's doing this. It's just bouncing left and right of its own accord. Boomer Esiason, Bernie Kosar, John Elway. I want to see John Elway's portrait. Very cool. Warren Moon for the Houston Oilers. Jim Everett, I know that name. Randall Cunningham. Jim Harbaugh. Troy Aikman. Jim Kelly. That's it. That is everyone.
No way they could have fit all this information on one screen. You had to do this.
Yeah. Let's play as the Bears.
Bears. Alright, I had such a chaotic idea. When I saw a 6-player on the title screen there, I was thinking, what if you had a 22-player football game? So everyone playing was one person.
You missed, pal! Okay. I'm trying to figure out... Do you see the LJN logo? Do you see the advertisements in the back, by the way? That's cute. I like that. The Beam software. Okay, so there's 2 bars, basically. Or there's 2 things. So you hold down A, you let go, and then you need to tap it again, maybe?
It's kind of like in golf games, right?
I don't understand this meter at all in terms of directionality.
I almost made it.
You missed. Rub it in, why don't you?
Okay, my assumption...
Oh, Harbaugh. Accuracy shootout between these 2? Computer play. Are we watching them play? Is it going to make us watch them? Okay, you know that... In this case, it does help, because I see, like...
Yeah. So, what are they doing? Okay, I might understand. Though I think those first two pips are accuracy, and then power is the rest of them. So, like, on its way back, you want to get in the center of those first two pips.
Or we can just move on to the next minigame, because Mark
Sure.
Rippian won $17,000. I just want to see what happens if I select 6 players. Select 6 players.
Pass and play. That's probably what this is, right?
I'll just pick the first 6 on the list. Oh, wait. Am I not selecting them by doing that? I was pressing the wrong button. Okay. What is happening here? Oh, start is select player, not A and B. A and B are cycle through left and right. Oh, we're stuck in accuracy challenge mode?
Yeah, it's a pass and play.
Fuck this.
Or play and pat, whatever.
Yeah, let's rewind that. Thank you very much. Stick to 1 player, stick to single events. Let's do speed and mobility. I'll take Rippian, because he won that last one.
Sure.
So he's got to be the best player on the whole roster, then. Run 1.
Bonk.
Huh? Oh. How do I... Do I just need to run around?
Don't you know the basic rules of football, Cass? You have to run around the right side of the traffic cones and on the left side of the players.
Disqualified. Okay, so run around.
No. There must be like a duck button, right?
I'm pressing A and B and absolutely fuck all is happening. A and B, neither of them do anything.
Hold button.
I'm holding it. Nothing's happening.
When you're not fast. Because you see, you have a meter down there, right? The same meter that...
I am mashing them and nothing is happening. I found the fast forward button on my thing. Select button does nothing. I can see the times. I can see how much better than me other players are at this. Good throw. It must be just like contextual in a weird way. Let's see Warren Moon do it. Or not. Cool. We are blitzing through this, boy howdy. Distance competition. It could be another throwing game, I assume. Is that good or bad? I'm assuming bad. Press A and B to throw the ball. Oh, that was it?
Wait.
Oh, no chance.
All right.
They did not give me a chance to learn from that or do anything about that?
Pass me the control. I want to try something.
You have the controls.
Alright. I want to go back to speed and mobility.
Sure. Start to select, by the way. Yeah.
Okay, still failed on that.
You have to go up. You have to go up and around the traffic cone.
Oh.
And then tackle that guy, I would assume. Toss it from here. Good throw.
Good throw, apparently. Yeah, it's the B button to, like... So, duck.
Up and around.
Oh, right, up. And then... around.
Then up and
B.
over.
It's B, whatever.
This sucks.
That's just such a terrible throw, too. Like, no spiral on it.
This is a bad minigame in this collection.
Alright, let me try... So you just did one did you just do?
Distance competition.
Should I give that a shot, or
sure? Why not?
Okay.
Let's pad this out. Not like we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more games to play tonight.
I get it. No, I don't get it. I almost got it.
You know what I liked about that NBA All-Star Challenge game and the mini-games of those? It was intuitive, it was accessible, it kind of just fucking worked.
Wait. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Understand. Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, almost got. See, you have to build that thing up.
How?
Yep. You like mash it.
So you're mashing B or mashing A or?
I'm mashing A and B. Or it's not mashing. It's like alternating between them. Oh, computer player. You're supposed to do that somehow.
I think I can manage that.
Fast forward.
Yeah, this is press start. You can skip past it that way. Let me do this.
Yeah, like you alternate A and B.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to get from one end of the stadium to the other. This is as good as we're gonna get, though.
So you're gonna get the money.
Yep. And the prestige and the fame.
Oh, there's that better than... That's still 80. That might be the max.
Yeah, I think so. $22,000 for that. I will take that by check, please. Read and recognition. All right, you know your alphabet?
Nope.
Well, we're fucked. Read and recognition. I cannot read or recognize this. That is for certain.
Okay, you definitely didn't have enough power on that.
It's back to this shit again.
So again, I think you set your power first, and then you want to hit the thing between those two pips, that line.
You know what? I'm just gonna say it. Any game that has like meter management like this just sucks. This has never been a fun mechanic. This has never been fun in any video game ever. Just having a meter as an abstract for like, you know, for power and directionality or whatever. It's never been good.
Right,
never once.
Before we quit out of this entirely, I want to go to that first game, and I want to see if I'm correct about how this works. And then we're done, because we've just seen everything.
We sure have. No football in this game. No, just like a fucking football mode. But again, you know, like NBA All-Star Challenge didn't have like a traditional basketball mode. I guess it had like...
Okay, that's on me, because I'm still figuring out how that meter worked, but alright. Yeah, like that.
Good throw.
So you hold it down, and then you let go, and then you hit it again to set.
I thought that would move it to the right, though, because you were to the right of the... I don't get this. I do not get this.
No, I fucked up. I'm trying to hit it in the... Bop, and then... Bop, and then...
Does it just home in on the target, then, if you hit it between
does. The most important thing when doing accuracy is, I think, is to get that line between those first two pips. So you get it up here where you want the power, and then... See, I hit it a little too far to the right, but it kind of homes in on it.
What are you supposed to do when there's, like, 4 targets on screen?
I don't fucking know. No clue.
Hey, Charky, that's NFL Quarterback Club.
Wait, last hit? Did it? Did I do good? Good throw, okay. Alright, I'm fine.
I've seen all I need to see of that one. And it is time to move on to the next game tonight. It never ends. This is hell we're in.
Mm-hmm.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. You are a lone warrior sent back to save the future. Let's look at the advert. Kick some liquid metal butt. I don't know. I think it seems like it would burn. It looks very
incomprehensible. Incomprehensible background image there.
I think it's supposed to be like the T-1000 or whatever their name is getting
that
like
supposed
split
to be-
apart. You can
That's
see the
supposed to be
head.
his butt.
Not-
Oh wait,
not
now I
butt.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the 4th version of Terminator 2 we're playing, between the versions of the arcade game and then the original versions for the NES and Game Boy. There was the Game Boy version of the arcade game, the original Game Boy game, and the original NES game. And I think this is an updated version of the NES game, if memory serves. This would be a Probe Software game from November 1993. We're going back to 1x1 for this. I'm through stretching graphics out. I'm through with 4x3. It is dead to me. Oh, music's really low.
There's music. Look at those puppy dog eyes.
Oh, this is the title screen. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll press select for options. Thank you very much. T800 controls, driving controls, sound monaural. Let's go with stereo.
Nothing.
Fire other. Jump. Fire pistol. Okay. This is... Yeah, there's a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, you can map things, though, to whatever you want, it looks like. You can make every button accelerate, if you wanted.
Vroom.
And then one turn button.
And we'll keep it on stereo sound, why don't we?
Monk Tund is last. Is this live or a rerun? It's a rerun.
Yep. Obtain pistol and shotgun. Find residential address of John Connor. Alright, so they start us. We don't have to fight our way through the bar. We can go back in the bar, though, so that's neat. In fact, we probably have to. Oh, it's the one with this soundtrack.
I really hope you get to the driving levels, because I think I remember the driving levels in this game.
For all the right reasons, of course. Because they're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is like the Can I shoot? Okay, there we go.
Non-fatal wound on that shot.
Well, the Terminator doesn't even have the directive yet to like keep people alive, so he should not care.
Well, it's not that he's trying, it's just that he's really bad at this.
Get me out of here. Oh. No, I was going out of here. There's my pistol. The model of the gun is a Score Master. A future object located. Should I destroy it? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, God forbid you screw up the timeline.
How do I switch my gun? If you have a pistol and a shotgun... I mean, I guess I'm content to use the shotgun. This is better than the NES version. I can give it that much. It doesn't have, like, a bunch of bullshit where you're doing the melee combat. Oh! Sorry, lady. You were in the way, though. And it's non-lethal, so it's all good, actually. It's all cool.
Future fridge detected. I'm Headful says, what is this music?
I want to destroy stuff. I want to break stuff. Give me something to break. How about this fucking place? He's dancing. I'm
real tempted to hit the button on my Discord soundboard that gets us demonetized
copyright claimed.
YouTube.
Yeah. We can go back this way.
Ooh,
I like the NES game would have started. Yeah. Don't worry, it's non-lethal. It's okay. That guy's cool. It's okay. It's good, actually. I know he crashed his motorcycle, but it was a non-lethal shot when we shot him.
Could you do me a favor and just bunny hop around? Oh, wait, I don't know which jump I like better. the prance or like the two-legged sproing?
Whoa!
Like the Moonshoe commercial jump?
Can I steal that motorcycle, like, you know, in the movie? I guess not. Fuck those phone booths, though.
Magic Meows asks, what sound on my soundboard gets me claimed? The Fred Durst button?
Alright, let's get out of here. No?
No. There's probably more... Maybe there's more future objects for you.
No, I destroyed all two. It said there was two, and I destroyed two. Is there some objective I'm missing here? Maybe I just need to destroy all the other motorcycles so that no one can follow me?
I mean, you should probably keep one for yourself.
Nope.
I don't know. How's he do it in the movie? He destroys the future objects.
Yeah.
And then...
Oh. Weapon located. More shotgun ammo, thank God. We ran out. We fired all 100 shells that were...
It's time to reload.
Like, what am I missing here? What am I missing objective-wise? Is there a way to bring up just like, hey, tell me what to do?
You're definitely missing some life because you're at 13%.
Yeah, that much I gathered. Maybe this isn't better than the NES one was at least straightforward in what you needed to do. And that is something that is... Car Lover says, I think you just soft-locked the game. That can't be the case.
I'm expecting Google to give me a pop-up any moment now that's like, boy, you have bad taste in games, don't you?
I mean, we could give you a guide on this, but we kind of just wanted to tell you to get help. I mean, you destroyed the telephone booth, which you needed to use, unironically, as the Car Lover. Okay. Did we need to, like, look up Sarah Connor's? I don't remember that from the movie. I remember that from Terminator 1, but not from T2. Let me try to use the telephone booth. Oh, searching. Found residential address of John Connor. Okay, so it lets us...
Okay, you can. I think now you can leave?
God willing.
As long as you don't get hit one more time. Or do you need a bike?
Current objective not completed. What is the current objective? Thanks for the assessment to tell me what I need to do. Rerouting from secondary circuits. All right, so it gives me like...
Okay, I'm trying to understand this guide here. All right, you got the address.
Yes.
Uh-huh. You got the future object.
Yeah, I got both of them. This is where the game absolutely needs to tell you, like, hey, here's what you still need to do. Don't just say, objective's not completed. Let me know which fucking objective was not fucking completed. Oh, pause and think about it. Thank you, Machtan Drizzle.
Acquire weapons. So you don't have...
I have a pistol and a shotgun.
But you need more.
Like what?
Yes. You have the pistol, you have the shotgun.
Hey, look, another weapon. Is this good enough? Oh. I need to pick up multiple pistols, because I distinctly remember picking up, like, Score Masters before. 32% efficiency. Is the next level a driving level? Do we get to see a driving level before?
Please. I think it is. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Jesus, wept! That's right, I made every button accelerate, didn't I?
Except for turn. I mean, originally there were only 2 buttons, so... You're fundamentally still playing the same way.
Residential address of John Connor. Which way would that be? Well, I guess we'll never find out. Mission failure. The T-800 has ceased to function. Without its protection, John and Sarah are defenseless against the T-1000. Judgment Day. 3 billion human lives lost. Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? The nuclear fire. This is a long game over.
You want to make it feel bad about it.
Ha! Is there a continue button on the title screen, or is it?
Of course not.
No. Okay, then here's what we're gonna do.
It's a Terminator game. Why would there be a continue button?
Now, mercifully, we can do this. This is me pressing right on the D-pad. This is me pressing left on the D-pad.
Mm-hmm.
Right, left, right.
It's relative to your motorcycle, in which direction you're driving.
Left, right, much better.
Yes.
Hey, game.
So
which game? Which direction should I go?
I'm gonna guess you should be heading more or less westward, because that's the direction that's lit up on.
I have 1% health.
Now it's south, so you overshot it somehow.
This is not great. Can I just say? Let's save state at the top here. So I don't have to rewind every time.
You okay?
No.
Of what
the
I'm doing.
baggage are making me
Can't you
sick.
see?
Yeah.
My throat's scratchy. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, that was it.
That was the house right there?
You passed it, yeah. Keep going. So it's either this, or...
God, its controls so wretched. I cannot find the words to describe. The turn, just... I know there's a dedicated turn button, but it doesn't feel like it does anything at any time. Oh, God. Just let me go this way. Just let me go this way! And crash head-on into a truck and somehow come out surviving that. This is...
I have to say that the guide on... The only guide for this particular version of the game on GameFAQs is listed as incomplete.
Oh.
So I think I might have a hunch.
No human lives lost there, by the way. When I blew up that car, it's actually cool and good.
It was a Tesla.
Yes. Oh. By Jove, I think we got it. Let me drink up.
Now, do you get to go around his house and beat the shit out of people?
Locate photograph. Photographic ID of John Connor. Get your shotgun out. Did this really need to be a stage?
Is that a time bomb? Yes, it is. It's another time bomb.
I guess I have to do something to make this like a video game stage. I mean, why they need to make this a video game stage, beyond me,
but... anyone other than the T-1000 hunting John Connor?
Not in this movie.
Why is his house... Okay, well, there's the T-1000. I was about to say, why is this house full of time bombs? Who is out for him right now?
What is this wretched alarm sound?
The home alarm, because you broke in?
I guess that makes a sick sort of sense. Wait.
You're also setting off all the... I'm sorry. Oh, those are just normal police? Oh, they're responding to the alarm.
I guess that makes sense. Alright, that's 2 future objects. we probably need to stop playing this and clear some of the next few games.
Yes. Probably.
But also, I found the part where I get to shoot cops, so... And the bikers are here, too. Everyone's invited to John Connor's house.
It's okay, officers. I'm shooting you all non-fatally. I am just kidding. This is all a prank.
Yeah, you know, this is going to have to do it for Terminator 2, just because I do want to finish the year 1993 in a single episode. So, wow. The T-1000 really isn't particularly effective, is it?
No. He's trying to do the I'm not touching you thing.
We'll just let that, we'll let those two figure it out. We'll let those two sort that out for themselves. Man, my throat is really fucking scratchy. I started muting my coughs, but I don't know what happened there. It's out of nowhere tonight. And there it was again. These bad games really are killing me. Next game. Well, let's blitz through this. We're going long tonight, I fear.
Can't you see?
We only have like 3 left, right?
4. Yes, 3. This is WWF King of the Ring for the NES. This was developed by East Ridge Technology and released in November of 1993, as far as I can tell. I think I've played this one before. Not for stream. I think I've just, like, tortured myself with this at some point in time.
It's your favorite game.
Let's go ahead and get this launched. So again, a very late NES game, again, here. There's no SNES version of this, as far as I can recall. I think the next LJN WWF game would be WWF Raw for the SNES. I have to adjust the volume again on this, because it changes between games. Yeah, this is coming back to me. One player versus computer.
Okay.
Gonna do a one-on-one. That's
good
Brett.
Portrait.
You. This is what I remember, is that you can just do a question. You. The narcissist Lex Luger. Shawn Michaels. Looking more like Sarah Connor than he does Shawn Michaels. Mr. Perfect. Razor Ramon.
Oh, Razor Ramon looking like a Spider-Man villain.
Macho Man Randy Savage. Yokozuna. Hulk Hogan's here.
Despondent looking.
Undertaker. Bam Bam Bigelow. We got Bam Bam here. And you.
These are all very good faces, especially you.
All right.
Oh, right into it.
And just look at these graphics. I mean, they're detailed, I guess. Yeah. You can tell it's Bam Bam Bigelow from The Flames.
Mm-hmm.
But very crude, especially this Lex Luger on the ground. I mean, these look straight up like MS Paint. Is what I'm feeling of these. Oh, I got 1 on that. Let me just stomp him while he's down. We're making good progress on that.
All right. My challenge to you is, can you keep Lex Luger down for the count by the time I get back?
Probably.
We'll see.
It is certainly the easiest to play of the wrestling games we've played in the LJN Connection. It seems like whoever gets the first attack in has a significant advantage, to say the least. And you're dead. Don't get up. Alright, best wrestling game we've played so far. For the LJN Connection. Bam Bam Bigelow pins the narcissist Lex Luger for the one-on-one victory. Great! Let's kick us right back to the title. Yeah, that's what we get. It's a one-on-one match. We get one-on-one match. Tag team tournament. King of the Ring. Let's see what a little bit of King of the Ring is. Let's see who you is, if we can customize the stats at all. We can customize the name. Zoo. Alright, you can buff some at the expense of others. Who needs speed anyway? Give me strength. No, that's maxed out. Okay.
Congratulations on defeating the narcissist Lex Luger.
Thank you. Now it's Zoo's time to shine.
That's a real mouthful of a name for a wrestler, the narcissist.
Oh my god, look at our guy. What is our head supposed to be? Are we wearing like a warrior's loincloth? What is this guy supposed to be?
Yeah, what? Yeah, the platonic ideal of a wrestler. That's what he's supposed to be.
Shawn Michaels got the first attack, which means that I am fucked. Also, maybe my stat spread was not the best. Maybe I should not have prioritized a singular stat and sabotaged all the others. Oh. I smell a comeback. Maybe not.
Shawn Michaels is looking like the guy from Natural Born Killers fell asleep at a party and they glued like a sponge to his head as a prank.
In the shape of a question mark. According to our portrait
No, Shawn
screen.
Michaels.
Oh, no. I'm not paying attention. I'm wrestling here. You know what? Let's put us out of our misery. Put Zoo out of their misery here, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, you're the local talent, you know.
I'm the job guy.
This is a dark match. Okay, pin.
He's playing with his food.
Are you giving us a receipt for something? Did we piss you off backstage?
Did we upset the click or something? Go for the pin, buddy. I got up so you could knock my ass down.
Are you in the ropes? Is that why? Yeah, try going away from the ropes. Yeah, there we go. You're definitely not in the...
Just go for the pin!
He's sending a message backstage. He's sending a message to the locker room.
Oh my god, are they incapable of pinning? Somehow? Are they going for a TKO?
Why? What are you doing? Are you gonna go to the top rope? No, you're just gonna come and keep curb stomping us.
This rules. My rules, I mean, this fucking sucks.
Does this computer actually not know how to win a match? What is happening? Okay,
Can I just count myself out? Can I count my own pinfall? Can I just be like, 1, 2, 3, I'm out? Please stop killing me.
There's nothing in the rules that say you have to pin a guy. Oh, it happened. So why? Why then? What in...
They had to make sure I was dead. Yeah, let's do one-on-one match. I'll be Razor Ramon.
Okay. Buttons. Oh, okay. That would help. You're Razor Ramon?
I'm Razor Ramon.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
Jesus, talk about barrel-chested.
Why do I like the strut.
This is certainly the ugliest wrestling game we've played.
I was about to say, whatever we're doing, I want to continue doing that.
Yep.
Bread and butter.
Oh, wait.
Bread and butter. I can't stop. Okay.
I was trying. I was pressing buttons there and nothing was happening.
I still don't know what buttons do. It's very contextual. I can tell that much.
It must be like direction and button to do like different ranges of stuff. Like, this is pressing A without a directional input. This is A and up. This is A and left and right are for Irish whipping. And then B during that for a drop kick.
It's like, I think it's like to the side, and A is run the ropes.
And then B is for grappling.
I learned this from Shawn Michaels. Oh shit. You punched me in the face, and then you took a bump for it.
Hey, Razor Ramon likes to give to his opponents.
It's such a. Have you ever seen someone like go for an elbow drop and someone's on the ground, and the time it takes for them to jump in the air and come back down, they've already gotten up and are just standing there watching them do it?
The pulsating when you're on the ground is so fucking bad looking.
Oh wait, that's how you pin. I don't know what I did to pin. The ref's trying to fuck on me. Slow counting.
It's like the chest burster is about to pop out of my chest when I'm like writhing on the ground like this.
Actually, next time I knock you down, I'm just gonna let you. I'm just gonna let you cook.
Here we are.
Like if I saw you on the ground like that and I was the ref, I'd be throwing up the X. Be like, I don't know, something's fucked up, something's wrong. This is not part of tonight's entertainment.
God, it's not even worth it to play on my part because like I have such little energy that I can't make any sort of comeback. All I can do is like barely get up before the 3 count, and then you can just grapple me and then put me back on the ground. Like when you're slow health, you might as well concede.
I did a running pin.
Oh yeah.
This video game thing says Randy Savage's face looks like a NFT.
The Board Wrestler Club. Congratulations.
Magic Meow said, God, Charky, that this is not part of Nice Entertainment reference. It's dark. You can make fun of Lawler's heart attack. That's fine. He lived and he's a piece of shit, so you can make fun of it.
That was WWF King of the Ring for the NES. That was certainly something. Hey Charky, do you know what game is next on the fucking list tonight?
WWF King of the Ring?
WWF King of the Ring. For the Game Boy this time.
Oh, Magic Man, I thought I was referencing Owen Hart. No.
It's the same line, though, yeah. I mean, I assumed it was, because that's the one that's most correlated. WWF King of the Ring for the Game Boy. This is released, developed by East Ridge Technology, released November 1993, much like its NES counterpart. I believe I have an advert. Or no, this is not an advert. This is a review. I remember I couldn't find an advert for this one, but this is a review from Tips from Game Players magazine, which is a not necessarily a review, but a preview. WWF moves listed here. I just like this line, LJN remains King of the Ring. They're asserting that LJN were the once and forever kings of the ring when it came to the WWF video games, which is...
Then, now, forever.
Yes! So, I think we can safely assume this is going to be a Game Boy version of the game we just played. This might be a little more like one-to-one than some of the previous NES games and Game Boy counterparts that we've seen. That's my assumption. Could be completely wrong. That is one hell of an LJN logo.
Trying to do that same song.
That's close enough.
I really didn't know that this is not part of Night's Entertainment was also what they said for Owen Hart. I just only ever saw it with Michael Cole during that thing with Lawler.
It's fine. You didn't mean ill will. I assume we've got a link cable.
I didn't mean ill will to one specific person.
Yes, you meant ill will towards Lawler. Fuck Lawler, but
yeah.
Oh, this is the demo kicking in, and oh boy, this is what we're in for.
Oh, they are built.
Okay, so if you had a link cable, I assume it would say player versus player is an option. I'll just do one-on-one, maybe like 1 or 2. Do it on if easy is default, then I'll do easy. Yeah. Versions of the images we're familiar with. Less wrestlers in this, right? Cut down roster. I don't know by how many. I wasn't keeping count, but this feels like less. I'll be the Heartbreak Kid, and I guess I'm fighting Mr. Perfect. Oh, no fanfare. The match just starts. You can hear the crowd cheering. As I said, no one's cheering. They hate this match. All right, I'm out of here. Look at that strut. Right, it's one of those games where you can't get in from the bottom. You have to go in from the left or right. And there we go. I'm just completely off screen. It can't keep up with the Irish whip. Or it can't keep up with you running the ropes, I mean to say. Running the ropes is too much action for this game to handle. Hey, I found my strategy again. Kick them while they're down. Yeah, this is the pinnacle of wrestling entertainment right here.
Just kicking each other in the shins. Two guys, like, built dangerously close to looking like a fucking Sato drawing.
The crowd's loving it.
This is wrestling. Clap, 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 clap.
This is so much slower than the NES game in terms of like how much health is going down per stomp, per throw, per whatever. I want them to go down. I want to go up on the top rope. There we go.
Whoa, that was... You got him as you were rising up on that drop kick.
No, Sean. I want you to go up. Turnbuckle. There we go.
Oh, okay, they kept in the writhing. That's good.
Necessary feature.
The way they have done pins in this game, the way they drew like the act of pinning makes it look like a dog trying to like guard his food.
This is wretched is a word for it.
What were you going for, Mr. Perfect?
The flying nothing. Yeah, I don't know why he came near me. I would have stayed on the other side of the ring if I saw someone going up here. I mean, he is a high flyer, so that is the move we should be using, it looks like.
I really like when wrestlers have a finisher that requires, like, the world's most specific setup. Because, you know, if you look, you have to look at it logically, and you're like, if you're a wrestler and you're fighting Rey Mysterio, right? And you need to rest for a moment, don't do it on the second rope.
That's the worst possible spot.
If you find yourself leaning up on the second rope, you should just go like, oh, this is bad, wait a moment, and just kind of let yourself go to the ground.
You know, any year now, we'll finish this match.
That's why I want to see a wrestler, like, invent a new, like, finishing move that they'd really try to get over, where, like, the setup for it is The other guy has to be like, what's the most ridiculous thing I could think of? Like
They
doing
have to be
handstand.
hanging upside down, with their right foot caught in the ropes, tangled up in that, and they also have to have a chair to directly underneath their head, because you set the chair up to prop up their body, and then the kendo stick, you have to set that up too.
Here's the thing. It has to be something that is entirely the fault of the person taking the move, that they have put themselves in this position.
They need to have wedgied themselves by accident.
Yeah.
Their tights need to be all the way up in that. Yeah.
Okay, no, a finishing move that entirely relies on them sitting on the stairs leading up to the ring. Right? So, like, in every match against this one guy, everyone is like, whew, I never do this normally, but I got to take a break and sit on these chairs outside these stairs outside of the ring. It's like, oh no, that's how he does his finishing move. Oh, here he comes.
You think they would learn? This has to be over after this.
It just seems like no one ever takes a breather by resting on the second rope unless they're fighting Rey Mysterio. Like, the worst time to do it.
God, this is choppy. This is really falling apart right now. Oh, did you see that? No, I want a pin. I want a pin, actually, game. Can I pin, please? No, I don't want to run the ropes. Just let me pin. It's over.
There we go. Go for it. Nope.
Motherfucker, you have no health. You have as much health as I have lost over the course of the match. Just stay down!
Remember on the last game, the computer didn't know how to pin?
Yeah, I don't know how to pin this time around.
I was about to say, I think in this game that the computer doesn't know how to be pinned.
God, stay down! Fine, I'll just stomp you into oblivion again. We're not doing a second match in this game, I can tell you that much.
Yeah. There you go, there you go.
Ah, they kicked out! How? Pardon? Just...
You have to deplete his second hidden health bar. It is hidden somewhere in this arena, and if you find it, you'll see when you can pin him.
This is, like, hell. Do I need to, like, hit a finisher? That wasn't the case in the other game, was it?
No. How did you fall? What happened?
I ran into the ring post when I was trying to run the ropes. I wasn't trying to run the ropes, mind you. It's that there's only 2 buttons, so... I don't want to play this anymore. We came this far, but...
They're just refuses to be pinned. Do you have to hold it?
I've tried holding it. The only thing I haven't tried is mashing it while they're down. I'll try mashing it. Except when I preemptively do it, it makes me run the fucking ropes. Yes, I'm holding down turbo. That's what you need to do.
Alright, that's... You didn't have to do that in the other game. As far as I could tell.
An exclusive feature to the Game Boy. That was WWF King of the Ring for the Game Boy.
Alright. Now let's play WWF King of the Ring.
No, mercifully.
Okay.
The last game tonight is at least one last... a different game. Not too different, though. God forbid.
WCW, King of the Ring.
The last game tonight is Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge for the Game Boy. We played the NES version of this previously, or SNES.
One of the two.
Look at this Wolverine face. From his, like, not this mutant era, from his, like, his monster era. Let's see the advert for it. Take revenge with you. Revenge on the go. I think this is actually, they're showing the screenshots from the Game Gear version, because that has color, but you can see that they're advertising the Game Boy box on here as well.
Can you play as the Juggernaut? Because he's just right there for everyone else.
Huh, that is strange. Storm is on the cover to the game, but not in this image collage. which is also odd. Maybe there's a second page. Maybe this is meant to be a 2-page spread, and the other side of the page like would have like the other characters, but because I assume you can't play as the Juggernaut. This was not the era where they were trying to redeem and make him like a sort of like anti-hero type, so duel. Alright, let's get this over with. This was developed by Unexpected Developments. Released December 1993 by best guesstimate.
I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't have guessed that, so...
Sure. I'm gonna have you play, because I need to, like, blow my nose, because I'm so congested right now, and I can tell it's coming across on mic.
Spidey has tracked the missing X-Men to the height of his old nemesis Arcade, but in order to break them out, he must first break in. Get ready, Spider-Man. Oh, this is the same. This is the same. And I remember what the goal in the first one was. Okay.
This at least has the indicator in the bottom right that tells you where the next objective is, so that's a step up.
No, that one did too, but you had to get close to the thing. So if I'm here, I don't see it. Okay, can I web?
Do you see that pretty kitty in the window?
I do. Hey, kitty. Alright.
Not David Cage, or no David Cage, says, this is a very good game, but you are not going to finish it because it is insanely hard.
This way? Alright.
I Medful asks, why is he jogging? He's getting his steps in, his spider steps.
I don't think that I can swing, unless there's some combination of buttons I have yet to figure out.
Try select.
Yeah, I did try that.
Try A and B.
Oh, wait. Up in A, but not in the air. Or up in B, rather, but not in the air.
Just climb up that wall on the left. I'm assuming that the one you need to get is the one that's outside on the balcony here.
But I can't.
You can't climb up?
No. I can't, like, cross over. I can do that. I think I'm gonna have to just go down and around. Well, I need to go down anyway, I guess.
This is wretched.
Yeah, I have to go up like that.
In the SNES version was bad enough as it is.
It was.
But, you know, just compress the playfield to, like, you know, one half of what it was. Take away half the buttons.
Alright. But, okay, I don't know what I did wrong that I suddenly didn't have web. Alright.
Alright, I think you need to go down the tube now.
Yes.
No.
Nope.
Like, go down the tube and hang...
Yeah, because I can always climb back up.
Oh, wait, no, climb back up, actually. You need to drop down from the left-hand side, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I see where it is.
This stupid puzzle bullshit.
This jump is
good game,
very
though.
precise.
No, this is a good game. It's just really hard, is the problem with it. Not the fact that it's absolutely not meant for the Game Boy. In that it controls, like, Nightmare.
Had to get all the way to the top, hold up to web, that little bit of distance. Okay, how is this going to... Okay,
like
alright, that's fine.
This is thus far doing nothing to disprove my theory that all platformers suck.
Every platform we played on the Bad Game Hall of Fame has been bad.
And everyone outside of it,
every platformer sucks. Alright.
Alright, now it's going down the fast way. It has to be. Yeah. Oh, didn't collect it when you phased through it?
No.
Oh!
I missed that one too.
Oh, that's horrible. I think it's...
Ooh.
I guess you need the spider sense to tell you which direction it is, because it ain't that one.
Yeah, and you only get the spider sense when you're close to it to begin with. So you basically have to find it first before it tells you, oh, it's right there.
I'm giving you 5 minutes to figure this out.
how to get out of this particular hole that I'm in.
To clear this stage and get to the character select.
Wait, I can't jump this way. I'm stuck in this hole. Unless there's some bit of tech that I'm missing. You can't do this. Oh, God, that's like how you like scale walls you're not supposed to in like Ninja Gaiden, but worse.
But you made it work, that's the key thing.
Yeah. Okay, so you can go up those things. It's just in a really janky way.
I guess what you
also, I did see where the next one is. Well, there's no way over there through here.
Well, there's not gonna be a way to it from over here either.
Yeah, I'm hoping to find like a health or something because I'm about to die. All right.
Just jump down, right? You know, if you want to get down there.
Let's just see, because you're right. The way forward is gonna be. No, you don't.
Don't get shot.
I got shot. Alright, we gotta start the level over. Thank you.
I'm taking fucking control of this. You know what else I'm doing?
Alright, you have fun. Oh, Cass gets to have all the fun.
I don't want to waste anyone's time on this more than we have to. Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge.
Yep. Look at all these games we're gonna have to play someday. Because every game is bad.
USA Europe. Infinite Health. That should do it, I mean.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, you got it.
Oh, now it's active. Okay. Yeah, this
good. Yeah,
definitely controls worse than the Game Boy version. I don't know if that needs to be said, explained here.
Or the SNES version, but...
Oh, yeah, whatever. I mean, it felt like an NES game, that SNES version.
Or
it
was
only
it
used
an
two
NES
buttons.
Game? I actually don't remember. We'll see in the ratings what it was.
I believe it was SNES, but it used, like, sprites that looked like NES sprites.
Yeah. Alright. I'm glad that you're playing this now, though, actually. Not because that means I'm not playing it, but because you get to experience how this feels.
Bad?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake, I thought there was one thing you needed to get down here. The fact that you can't just collect them in any order, like, they should have been tried for that criminally. It's... Just don't make it, like, this bullshit sequence. Just be like... I mean, it's bad enough that you have to be like, alright, collect all the keys, collect all the buttons to gain access. But at least if it's just like, just get them in whatever order, then it's whatever. But the fact that it's like this stupid sequence, there's this roundabout go backwards, forwards, nonsense.
And then if you pick Storm's level, it's an underwater swimming level.
We'll see if that's in this version. How do I get up?
It's the Ninja Gaiden jump, which is like the best way I can describe it is you get to the top, you jump to the left, and then immediately course correct to the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I realized
Who said this game was good? Who said this was no David Cage?
Yes. No, David Cage.
Yeah, that's my sentiment right about now. Is that the button? No, I have to go, presumably, all the way right here. Yeah, this is the part where you get to the exit. And it's like, alright, now go back!
They say it does improve after this stage.
You know, like, being stuck in the electric chair, you know, it improves after the first few seconds. Because you don't feel anything anymore after a while.
Now up. Spiteful game design.
Is the last one just down below? Please say yes. Because I do not want to backtrack anymore on this tiny screen. No,
if it's not down below, then rewind.
I just want to see the stage select.
There we go. Confirm that Storm is another underwater.
Once inside, Spider-Man quickly discovers the shackled X-Men, but as he begins to release them, he hears the voice of Arcade over the loudspeaker. Welcome, Spider-Man. I'm so glad you can make it. Your presence is an honor I hadn't planned on, but rest assured there's plenty of fun for everyone, so let the games begin! Occupation photographer, group none. Yeah, so far, so Trisha. Adventurers, X-Men, Adventurers.
X-Men, Adventure, yeah.
I think that's
as it
everyone.
was before.
Let's see if Storm gets a swimming level again.
Yep.
Oh, the Game Boy was not meant to do this, like, distortion effect. You cannot surface. I made the water go up, I think? It's hard to tell, because this is actually legitimately tanking the frame rate on the system. Also, surfacing doesn't replenish your oxygen. Going to the top level, or maybe it does? It's hard to tell, because the game is running at, approximately half speed right now versus what it should.
It is running at frame per second.
This might actually be single digit. If not, it's like 10 frames per second or like 15. Hey, let me through. Oh,
Ow.
Oh, this took 20 shots. You know, you try the first 17 shots and you're like, all right, I'm not sure about this, but you got to commit for the rest of them. This is further than we cared to make it in the
game does improve
version.
The game does improve after this stage. All right, I can't make fun of our users. Oh, that's bad.
I'm not even sure what happened there. I'm not even sure where I could go feasibly from this point. Unless we raise the water here, or... I don't want to play any more of that. Let's see Gambit, because I remember Gambit was running away from the giant ball. And I want to see what that looks like without the benefit of like a mode 7 or whatever of sprite scaling. I guess they just won't have the giant boulder behind us. That's fair.
Probably for the best.
Oh, and again, the frame rate is...
You have a limited amount of cards, it seems.
Well, you only have 52, right? It's a deck, right?
It definitely does not seem like... Unless you're throwing, like, 3 or 4 at a time.
What is this stage supposed to be at this point? Oh.
Dead.
That's gonna do it for Spider-Man and X-Men Arcade's Revenge on the Game Boy. You can assume it's a feature-incomplete version, a scaled-down version of the SNES counterpart, and call it a day. And with that, it took us 3 hours, but we did get through 1993, Charky.
Mm-hmm.
We had to get through 12 games. Unfortunately, we're not done yet, because we still gotta fucking rank them.
Yep. It's time for us to explore the bottom half of the list.
Give me 2 seconds to get a said list.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay. What games did we play tonight?
We played Alien3. We played Alien3. We played Alien3.
All right, that is a good start. That does help.
Okay, so here's how I want to start this off. Instead of going down the list as we normally would begin with here, let's ask this question first. Which was the best Alien 3? Game Boy, NES, or Super Nintendo?
In terms of playability, the NES version, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it was straightforward. I mean, it was hard, it was brutal, but it made sense. Maybe the Game Boy version, I don't know, because that was ambitious and like it seemed like functional. Like it seems like you could learn it. You had the map just so you can have it on hand at all times. I don't know. That's tough.
So here's what I'm thinking.
What's your
right?
feeling?
Well, I'm thinking, first of all, I'm thinking that we rank what we think is the best Alien 3 game, and then we say what's the middle one and what's the worst one, and we kind of rank it from there, right? Work our way down. What is the best one, though? I really didn't like Alien 3. I think that time limit is so aggressive. Alien 3 on the NES, rather, sorry. Like, the time limit on that is just so aggressive, so unforgiving. It doesn't feel good to play. Honestly, it like the way the camera works is awful.
That's your worst?
That might not be my worst. I'm just saying I hate it. I
Well,
don't
we
think I
hate
like
all
any
of
of
them.
these.
We hold
Yeah.
all three of them in contempt.
I think the Super Nintendo one was very obnoxious in its own way, but I think it might have been the best one.
It
It's
had the
still
most
bad.
ambition to it for
Yes.
in terms of like presentation, in terms of like weaving narrative into gameplay and giving objectives and like
It wasn't as hostile as
it was pretty fucking hostile in the way that it made
wasn't
you
as
like have
hostile
to run past objectives while you're completing other ones.
as the NES one. I was trying to say, in terms of like how strict it was on you.
Sure.
It was more understandable what you're supposed to do next, rather as opposed to the Game Boy one. Like the Game Boy one was definitely the most, I think, the most ambitious. Was it the most ambitious one of the three?
It had inventory. It had
inventory.
It had like things
exploration
you could
elements.
skip potentially to get different endings, like the Star
Yeah.
Wars NES and Game Boy game.
But
Except that didn't have multiple endings. It just had things you could skip.
I really think the SNES one was like the best of the three. It's
It probably
still
was.
bad.
It was probably the most ambitious. I think someone might have been able to appreciate it. I mean, like, there was some real sicko, some map sicko, who would probably be like, yes, yes! Let me map out this entire place. Let me go from room to room. Let me do these objectives and fix these leaky pipes and whatnot.
I mean, in theory, the idea of going and doing like picking your objective and going to do it and then going back to a home base to pick another objective and do that is interesting. In practice, it is kind of like blatantly padding out a stage to a very large degree by making you run back and forth past things you could be doing.
Okay, let's do it like this then. SNES, Game
Okay.
Boy, NES. In that order.
Yeah, okay. I'm okay with that.
Bear in mind, we hate all of them.
Yeah.
How much do we hate them? How much do we hate the SNES one? Let's put that one on the list first, because it's the top.
Yeah. That's the approach I wanted to take with this. Let's see. I would.
It doesn't really belong like bottom. We just did not have the time or the patience for it. Really, is realistically what happened here. It also was like, tedious in the way it's designed and unforgiving and mean in the way it makes you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. Part of the problem is like it's hard to compare it to stuff like the basketball games or the baseball games.
Okay, is better or worse than Wood and Water Rage, TNC Surf Designs?
Honestly, I would say worse. Because there was more. Like, we didn't have time, really, for the SNES one. But there was kind of more immediacy to Wood and Water Rage.
It was better than Bill and Ted's Excellent Game Boy Adventure.
Sure, yeah.
All right, new number 23. The SNES version specifically. Game Boy version.
Definitely significantly. Well, God, I really didn't like it when I played it. Again, it's another thing where
I'd be willing to put it right below it, actually. I think I would put it right below through an SNES, because I also think that Excellent Game Boy Adventure was dog shit.
I don't think Excellent Game Boy Adventure was that bad. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad, if I remember correctly.
I think it belongs like around this area.
Right.
It's comparable enough. Even though they are two completely different games, they belong next to each other on this list. Now, the NES version, I would say...
I would put that, like, below Wolverine, to be honest.
Yeah,
like, right below
better
Wolverine.
than Amazing Spider-Man 2 on Game Boy?
Okay, maybe below Amazing Spider-Man. Above T2, the arcade game on Game Boy, for sure.
Yeah, okay, I can live with that. Oh, wait, no. Not Game Boy, NES, yeah. Alright, that's the Alien 3 games.
Okay.
We got those three sorted. Next up is WWF Royal Rumble for the SNES.
Yes.
It felt like one of those European
so many
computer
fucking wrestling games tonight.
Yeah. Also, I'm really sorry. I feel like I'm so congested out of nowhere. I feel like my voice is probably just like... Speak out loud for a second again.
Me speak out loud for a second again? Okay. Well, Royal Rumble, that was really like... We played so many goddamn wrestling games tonight. Like, my brain is melting from wrestling. It looked alright. It played like a less hateful version of that other WWF on SNES game that I really fucking hated.
Where was that on this list?
Where was that on this list? The number 40. It was definitely better than that. Way better than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna compare this to other wrestling games. I would put it above 26 at the very least.
Okay. Compared to the WWF Superstars games on Game Boy.
It felt more meaty, at least, than that. I think there's something to be said about having like a Royal Rumble where it was actually like throw people out of the ring. That they actually did something with that. Like honestly, maybe it could, in my mind, it could be the new number 18.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't feel particularly strongly about it one way or the other. It is the God's honest truth. That one just kind of came and went in my mind. The Amazing Spider-Man 3 Invasion of the Spider Slayers for the Game Boy. Woo, way down, way low.
Definitely worse than Spider-Man 2.
Absolutely. Worse than T2 the arcade game on Game Boy.
Sure.
Was it worse than that Sinister Six game? Yes, I would say yes.
Was it worse than Arcade's Revenge on the SNES? I don't think so.
They're tedious in the same ways. They are frustrating and needlessly like cruel and similar sorts of vibes and similar sorts of wavelengths. Waiting for enemies to draw first on you.
I think Arcade's Revenge was worse about it. Like, do not forget, this is the game that starts with Spider-Man's mandatory Easter egg hunt.
The Sinister Six game is slightly better.
Yes.
You think 36?
I think 36.
You think you have a Spider-Man block here?
That's what's developing. Because we have those two Spider-Man games next to each other, and I think it's worse than Sinister Six, but I do not think it's worse than Arcade's Revenge.
I think it might be time to shrink the fonts on this whole thing. 20... Yeah, I think we're just at the point where this needs to be, like, we need to see more stuff on the screen. I know this might be approaching unreadable, but for some folk, but that's the point we're at.
Yeah, let me switch monitors so I can read it better.
Let us know if we need to increase the scale on it, if this is, like, literally 4 ants at this point. The next game is Incredible Crash Test Dummies on the NES. Or was it the SNES version? No, the NES version first, then the SNES.
Yes. Okay.
And I want this bigger, at least slightly bigger.
Thank you. That makes it easier for me, too. It wasn't awful.
It wasn't?
Okay, it wasn't good, but it wasn't awful. It wasn't like... It was... Sadly, it was one of the better games we played tonight, I think.
Was it better than the Game Boy Incredible Crash Dummies?
I think I would rather play the Game Boy Incredible Crash. I mean, they're very different games, but I would rather play the Game Boy one. Yeah, that Game Boy one's so high. I would not put Crash Dummies for NES that high. You know, a benchmark for me in general, whenever I look at this list, is I look at TNC Surf Design Wood and Water Rage, and I think, would I rather be playing this?
It's right in the middle, yeah.
Yeah. And I think I would rather play that than Crash Dummies. Like, I liked...
I would rather play that Crash Test Dummies game than Alien³ on SNES, I can tell you that much. So if we're doing this, we're putting it right at 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it had some ideas to it, and I think it was executed poorly.
All right, what about the SNES version?
Which, you know, you could say the same about Wood and Water Rage. The SNES version, I think, was worse than the NES version. Because I think at least the SNES... No, ugh. I think the NES version.
Hey, Nintendo, come up with better names for your consoles. Come up with better abbreviations. This Super Nintendo shit doesn't work for me. Back to the drawing board. Wii U.
I think the NES version was more interesting than the SNES version.
Yeah.
I think the SNES version was a little bit easier to play, but it was just more dull. And like also the fact that the camera was zoomed in so much made it like less readable. I would say, where does it go? It's fucked that Alien 3 is that high, now that I think about it, because there's like a wide gap, I think, between Crash Dummies and Alien, where I would almost put it directly below the NES one.
I think that's fair. This will also be sacrilege, because I know there are people who are fans of that Alien 3 SNES game who think like it's very ambitious and look at this and they'll get mad at us. But, you know, fuck them.
I'm sure it does seem very ambitious, and this is not the format to really dive into that game.
To explore that
To be fair.
Yes. These are his gut calls.
For what it's worth, right now, Alien 3 is on the cusp of, like, the would be okay playing it thing. Is it on the south side of it? Maybe, but, you know, you're close. So,
NFL Quarterback Club for the Game Boy. Definitely worse than all the NBA All-Star Challenge games, despite being, like, you know, thematically, spiritually successor to those. In fact, I'd go as far as to say it was worse than NFL on the NES.
Yeah. It seemed like it was part of a bigger game that was cut out. Like,
how low do we go here? I thought it was really wretched.
Yeah, in terms of the controls, in terms of the, like, how sparse it was, like, when you break it down to its levels, like, what are you getting for your, like, probably a 30 or 40 bucks, right, back then, in 1993 money? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was kind of wretched. Like, it...
Worse than the Karate Kid on NES?
I was just thinking, I might... Karate Kid played badly, but at least there was game there, right?
Yeah, the point A to B. You work towards a conclusion, towards an ending.
Yeah.
I mean, then you would disqualify All-Star Challenge on those things, but at least those All-Star Challenge mini-games were, like, functional. And I guess that's the big differentiating factor here.
Okay, the NBA All-Star Challenges, like, there was a mode in there that was just playing one-on-one basketball. That was still a basketball game. Nothing in a Quarterback Club was a football game. It was a
training camp simulator.
Yeah, it was a game of football accoutrement.
41.
I would maybe put it at 41. Because Thrillist Safari was really bad.
Yeah, that's fair. Game Boy. T2 Terminator 2 Judgment Day for the SNES.
I'm gonna leave that more to your discretion since you played the entirety of that.
That NES game, despite being, like, you know, effectively the same game, the SNES game was immediately more playable. Getting rid of the brawling and punching and just, like, getting, like, right to the guns was probably the right call, but then that motorcycle section is absolutely wretched in a way that the NES game, you know, just, like, quickly gets through it at the very least. But I don't know, though. It had some nice movie touches, some nice presentational things. It was confusing in the objectives until we figure out you can press the start button to figure out what your objectives are, so that's on us to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I think I'd give the nod to the SNES version, but not by much. I think I might put it above Amazing Spider-Man on Game Boy.
Okay.
But not much further than that. I think this is about where it lives. Is our new number 14, which is surprisingly high for a game I hated. But, you know, there's, like, a steep curve here. Around the time we hit, like, the number 8 or number 10, like, it's like, woo! Then it's just, like, bottoming out over the course of the rest of it. WWF King of the Ring for the Game Boy.
All right,
I'm sorry, for the NES, I mean to say.
Yeah. So, NES is better than the Game Boy version. I think...
Yes. Not by much, but yes.
Yes.
That might be one of the worst wrestling games. I mean, it's the quickest. It was the easiest to, like, you know, beat the shit out of people, that NES version. Yeah. Then the Game Boy version undoes that to a certain extent, but God, is it hideous. God, is it just disgusting to look at. And not much better to play.
It's clumsy in a way that but not in the same way as some of the other wrestling games we've played on here are clumsy. Like some of the other wrestling games, like the worst one, Super WrestleMania, was clumsy in a way that the controls just felt fundamentally broken. This, I never felt like the controls were like broken in it. Like buttons did things as far as I could tell, but like you spent so much time just kind of bumping up against each other and like conking your heads like coconuts and falling down over and over again. It was very ungraceful.
How is it compared to Steel Shade Challenge? Let's use that as our benchmark. It's either going to be better or worse than that, and it's not going to be better or worse than the game above it or below it, I don't think. It's not as bad as Super WrestleMania. It's not as good as WrestleMania Challenge.
I kind of want to say better than Steel Cage Challenge. It's kind of where my gut is.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Now, how about that Game Boy version?
I would say maybe below Steel Cage Challenge.
Yeah. I really didn't like it. I disliked it to the same extent that you disliked the SNES Super WrestleMania game.
We can drop it further than Steel Cage Challenge. It was bad. I can argue for it being worse.
Do I hate it more than Quarterback Club? Tell me how to feel.
You hate it? Tell you how to feel? I mean, it is close enough to the NES game, right? It is significantly worse, but it's not that much far off from it. Oh, wait, I don't think I could call it worse than Arcade's Revenge, though. Like, Arcade's Revenge was wretched.
Okay. In that case, how about here? How about 41?
Yeah.
Game Boy.
Alright, speaking of Arcade's Revenge...
Spider-Man X-Men Arcade's Revenge for the Game Boy.
Worse than the SNES version.
Absolutely. Worse than Beetlejuice on the NES?
You know... I'm starting to look back at Beetlejuice on the NES with some rose-colored glasses if you... if you made me compare it to Arcade's Revenge. I don't remember if I ever had hands-on with the SNES version, but that at least seemed like it controlled better than the Game Boy version, too.
Yeah.
Isn't that Spider-Man stage? Like, that was just, like, frustratingly limited.
Yes, very obtuse.
Yeah. Even considering that the SNES, design of the SNES game was extremely limited.
I think that NES Beetlejuice game, as low as it is, and it is bad, it at least had, like... It wasn't trying to be hostile to the player. It was just badly designed. I feel like this game was torture. I feel like this game was designed to piss me off.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said, right? It was like very hostile game design.
I don't know if it's worse than Super WrestleMania. It might be. Nothing's as bad as Back to the Future Part 2 and 3, except for the Uncanny X-Men and Pictionary, the game of video quick draw.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
I think I'll do it.
I think that'll do it. This is the part where I would usually read the entire list out loud, but I am so fucking congested, I just want to be done talking. For right now,
maybe just do a slow scroll. Let people at home read it if they want to get an idea of what it is. Get a text-to-speech to read this for you. Ask Grok to read it for you.
Number 51, The Uncanny X-Men NES. Just like that kind of voice.
Sure.
TikTok
voice. I don't know if Grok has a text-to-speech.
I don't know what Grok has and doesn't have.
Oh, right now Grok lets you make literally any combination of copyrighted characters and public figures doing literally any fucking thing you want. Because I guess Elon is on trying to speedrun getting sued out of all of his money.
I mean, I wish him luck in that endeavor. I certainly can't wait to see how it turns out for him. Folks,
I think that'll do it.
That will certainly do it for tonight. Sorry that I caught sick like midway through and it completely fucking rocked my world tonight. That was the year 1993. We got through it by the skin of our teeth, which means that next episode will be the year 1994. And then the final episode will follow shortly thereafter, where we condense 1995, 96, and 2000 into a singular episode, because there's so few games across that final home stretch there. Ugh. If you liked what you saw here tonight, and why wouldn't you, consider pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, supporting the show financially. And if you do so, you'll have access to a channel on the Discord server called the Patreon Saints, wherein you can vote, have a say in upcoming games that we play here on the channel. I swear we'll be putting up a poll soon for our next Thursday game. I promise we are working on this so that y'all have a say in that. If you can't financially support us, I completely understand. Consider, at the very least, sharing some of our videos with folk you might know, folk you might think might get into it. We have a playlist on YouTube called Suggested Viewing that contains some of our most banger episodes, and we highly recommend those to anyone looking to get onboarded onto the series, and we recommend that those be some of the videos you might send. Unless you're, someone who's really compelled by the LJN Connection, Episode 7 specifically, the games we played tonight, then feel free to send them this video. Do whatever you please, Do what works for you, do what you think would work for us, and we thank you for it. And even if you don't, thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching. Let's just see who is streaming tonight, who we can raid. Not really much, I'm gonna be honest. I might just... We'll go without it tonight, just because there's no one that we know really streaming right now. Man, I really gotta... How do you get decongested quick?
Vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Yeah, folks, I've been Cassidy. I'm gonna get a vacuum cleaner, shove my nose directly into the tube, and just turn it on as high as it goes.
And I've been Charkie, a professional vacuum cleaner seller.
Very good. That's your side hustle now, I see.
Yeah.
The stream money ain't enough on its own. It isn't. Boy, howdy, it isn't.
Yeah, the Patreon folks. Anyway.
Again, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with the LJN Connection. Thank you, as always. Bye!
Good night, everybody.